Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. It's so good to see you. Big congrats, Blades, on first. Good to see you, Prodigal, Mothman, Fuzzy Buzzy, and everyone else hanging out in the shadows. Welcome, welcome in. This is a great day. I have not had as much time to spend on the jam this week for reasons that will become apparent after the jam. But I hope you're all having a grand old time and that things are just going really well for everyone. I am in the middle of the bazaar run because I need to... Actually, you know what? I don't even need to do the rest of the run. I just realized, hold on. I have a design question for everyone. A very important question. Okay? I'm going to go back to the main menu of the bazaar. Here we are. This is the bazaar. Welcome in. I earned a treasure chest from playing ranked mode. Can you tell me, I want chat to explore this, how would you guess you would open the treasure chest? Which is, I believe, going to be like the sole source of receiving cosmetics and consumables and kind of ties into their in-game market. Top right. Which part of top right? Which one? Click on the chest icon? That's a negatory. You do not click on the chest icon. It does nothing. That was a great assumption. Where would you go next? The plus. This is to purchase their currency for like unlocking characters and stuff. Also a great call. Next, let's go to the collection. Oh dang, yeah. This is the collection. Is it going to be settings? We can check settings. Here we are. There's settings. Oh, you know, we could turn music on. This is settings. Where would you go next? What would you do? Top left. Yep. Another good idea. This is not clickable. This is not a clicking target. I'm clicking right now. Like the chest and the character's arm. Okay, so I think we're seeing it's really not obvious how to open this chest. I had to Google it, and I am not alone in trying to figure this out. And I wanted to showcase this because it's an example of how really good aesthetics and otherwise good UX design can also still have problems in its UX design. The closest answer was collection. It is in here that you open your chest. I read online, you go into the collection, and then you click on the chest icon. So it's like, okay, chest icon. There's nothing here. What do I do? And then, after like another few minutes of looking around, I realized, wait a minute, there's another chest icon. Yeah, Mothman. Okay, so I got here, and I was like, okay, cool, finally, I got it. How do I open? Click. Do I have to like drag this up? Do I have to drag it down? Do I have to like slot machine? How do oh, wait. You click and drag the chest onto the podium. Slick animations, but man, was that really bad UX for like your big thing of you won something in ranked mode and you are ready to win the spoils of your victory. That is not the way to do it, I'm afraid. Okay, cool. We got a color. We have a hex code. Certificate of provenance. Holy crap. I don't know what any of this is. We have a silver rug with a hex code out of 0. Great. Is that the totality of it? What Like, I still don't know what I'm doing here. What do I do? What is this handle thing? It can't move. I can't, like, click on it. I have no idea. So I'm assuming we got the rug and 35 gems. That's my best guess. There we go. So yeah, for all of you people that are having to deal with UI, learn from this. Learn from this. Woo, that was a doozy. Why even have the handle? I don't know. Maybe it's to, like, open up an additional chest. Could be. But, I mean, I don't know why you would have that if there's 0 chests remaining. Like, have the handle contract or something and turn the lights off. You know? One thing you couldn't see because my camera was in the way is it said a little kind of pop out kind of like this. It said X0. So that's my only guess, is that it was pull that to open your next treasure chest, which is weird because it also goes against the interaction pattern that they previously established to open the treasure chest. Because you had to drag the treasure chest onto a podium, not pull a handle to open it. So, like, I don't know. It's weird. It's a really weird interaction pattern. Super, super duper weird. So, what we're gonna do here is I'm gonna finish this quick little the bazaar run, and I'm gonna do this. I want to hear how everyone's day is doing. What are we up to? And then we're gonna dive back into sound effect design for our Game Jam project. Both Dark Doombringer and myself are at the point where we're not able to contribute as much to it anymore, so we're getting somewhere close to what we're going to submit, unfortunately, but we still want to make some progress to it, and we'll probably have some more progress tomorrow as well. Did I just lose? I think I just lost, so I'm at the saving grace thing, the big, this is your opportunity to fix something. Okay, so enchant an item with shield effects. Can I put a shield item in there? Did all I do is add 14 shield to it? Yes. That's not very helpful. We can enhance offensive items. What I really need are, like, upgrades, because a lot of our offensive stuff is kind of weak sauce. This is enchanted. This is enchanted. This is bronze. We really want that to get better. And then this is only silver. We want that to get better. I don't know. Let's just go to the armory, I guess, and play the slot machine. Yeah. Oof. Sell weapon skills, I guess. We do have a lot of weapons in this run. So the idea behind this run is I'm going for shielding as much as I possibly can. Oh, sorry. Hold on one quick second. All right, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back. Let's keep going here. Your large weapons deal plus 72 damage. That's good, but that's only this guy. Small weapons deal plus 18 damage. We get 3 of those. That's probably really good. When you freeze, we're not freezing. Your medium weapons deal plus 36 when they have 1. I think we're going with the small weapons. Okay. There we go. And let's fight the property baron. Although we don't have any properties. This is probably a bad idea. We're not really going to get much out of this fight. Let's see. Is this going to work out? So yeah, the idea behind this build is we shield up like crazy, and then we have our big old hammer that does damage based on our max health. Jeez, I hate that skyscraper, dude. It is. I don't think I've ever beaten the skyscraper. It is so strong. Shield skills? Sure, let's do a shield skill. Got a diamond. When you crit, your shield items gain 20 shield for the fight. That would be cool, but we don't have any crit. When your enemy uses a weapon, your shield items gain 10 shield for the fight. Yeah, let's get that. And then we've got some stuff here we need to sell. Health and regen, get an item, get gumballs. Let's get an item, sure, whatever. Grindstone, give the weapon to the left of this, plus 20 damage for the fight. That is cool, but not really helpful. Upgrade your leftmost item. I think we're going to upgrade our win condition. This is our big hammer, so we just gained like 200 damage off of that upgrade. All right, here we go. This is our last fight to see if we get a silver win or not. If we win this, we get a silver win. If we lose, we're kicked out of the run. We have to start working on the game jam. My procrastination comes to a tragic end. Whoa, how did you have 6,000 shield? Wait a minute. No, hold on. How did you have 6,000 shield? All right, there you go. That's the end of the run. All right. Let's head over and get to work. I hope you're all having a great day and that you're making progress on whatever it is that you're working on. Let's go to Godot IDE. We're going to jump into here. There we go. Phewy. Okay. Okay. So where are we at here? We're trying to get the monster footsteps working. For some reason, the monster's footsteps do not work. We have the alert sound. We went through all that the other day, and that worked just fine. Here we go. We have our footstep sounds, but we're not having the monster footstep sounds. And I've been wondering to myself, I have to have solved this before, right? Like, surely I would have had footstep sounds in something. I actually don't know. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to take the footstep sounds.play, and we're just going to go anywhere where we are saying run to play. And then this is the really janky way to do it. We're going to say play and stop whenever we're doing some other animation state. And that is not a happy way to do it, but it is a way that I think will work. Okay, let's try that. Endo, good to see you, friend. How are you? Welcome in. Well, that's not working. As a reminder, what we should be hearing is that. Should be hearing that. I was worried there wouldn't be a Casual Friday stream. Oh, you know what? It is Casual Friday. You're so right. Let us cast off these shackles of oppression we have. Doff your bow ties. Bedight yourself with pajamas. It is absolutely Casual Friday. You're so right. You're so right. Thanks for coming in and hanging out. How you doing? Pants off, dance off. Let's go. There you go. Oh, man. Okay, so what happens if we just go to ready and we say, play this sound? Dot play. And hit F5. I'm not really hearing it. What if we put it right here? Just at the start of physics process. So always be playing this sound. Thank you, S. Don B, over on the U and the Tubes. Yeah, it's just not playing. Why is that not playing? That's so strange. Why would that be? None of these errors are in relation to that. Let's clean out our console log. Here we go. And run it again just to see if like something weird is getting just thrown up for us. And okay. How's the extract platformer going? It's going okay. We're both myself and Dark Doombringer are getting to the point where we're not able to devote as much time as we would have liked to it. But you know, that's jam life, right? And tomorrow's the last day. Tom Millman with the red. I'm so sorry, my alerts were turned off because we got follow botted the other day. I just turned them back on. But welcome in, everyone. How are you today? Welcome in, Tom. How were you working on New Brooklyn Bridge Tycoon today? Great to see you, Solar. One of my favorite owls. How are you doing? Folks, if you're not following Tom, of course you should. I don't know who in here would not be following Tom because he's been such a long time believer and friend of the channel and what we're trying to accomplish here. So definitely go give him a follow if you haven't. Almost Miley, default raid message. You forgot like the brackets on the outside. You got to do like, you know, raid or rating streamer name. You know, you gotta have some sort of indication that it's a placeholder that didn't get swapped out. DB9 Dreamer, thank you so much for that gigantic kitty. Is that Tuner? No, that's Tommy. There you go. Tom 2L. That's wait, Tom Millman? Tom Mill 2L? Is that your? I've never noticed that. That's great. Oh, man. I was working on the Western game. Okay, then doing some shenanigans with an Arduino. Nice. We had a submission in the Fox Hollow Jam that was dealing with Arduino shenanigans. Very, very cool. That's something that is probably like just so far beyond what I'm ever going to do. But yeah, Find Frowny. This was built to hook up to photo transistors with like colored film on them and be Where's Waldo with that. So very cool. What were you up to with your Arduino? Insert raid message here. There we go. All right, take care. Thank you for raiding. Thank you for running. Hope you have a great time. Appreciate all of you raiders. Welcome in. We are working on our Fox Hollow Jam 3 submission, by the way. This is an extraction platformer. So the idea is you start off in kind of a home base. We're spawning in the middle of a level here. You're supposed to start off over here as at the start. Pick up these colored orbs that will allow you to return them to your base once you have 5 of them. And be able to turn into that color so that you can move through the appropriately colored door and progress until you're able to beat all of the levels in the game while avoiding this little shenanigan miser friendo over here. So that's what we're working on. Good old Tommel. Oh, man. Every time I say Tommy, though, I'm remembering Third Rock from the Sun and being a little sad that a part of my childhood is gone. Memphis, good to see you, friend. How are you? Welcome, welcome in. So right now we're struggling with the sound effects. I am trying to get these sound effects playing where we're getting this sort of a footstep sound for the monster, which sounds like this. It's even set to autoplay, but for some reason it is not playing in the game itself, and I'm not sure why. So if we go to our remote, we go to main, we get our monster, grab our footstep sounds. It says it's playing. But I don't think that's accurate. Is it that it's like constantly replaying every single frame? Is that our problem? That's weird that it's constantly being set to on. Let me check this out one more time now that we've gotten rid of that code. It is still on. What if we get rid of this as well? And we will run this again once we kind of scrub this all out. Sub sounds. Okay, yeah. Let's just get rid of all that. No more footstep sounds. Period. Run. When's the next stream? Monday? I'll be streaming tomorrow. I don't know how long or when it will be. Oh! Hey! It was almost working. Like, it kind of worked. We at least heard the sound. Time is ticking, not long, not left now. Feel that pressure. Absolutely, Tiny Devil. Game Jam wraps up tomorrow at midnight my time, which is, so it's 24 hours, one day from 9 hours from now is when the Game Jam ends. So, I don't know how much we're going to be able to get done. I hope it's a good amount, but we'll see. Both Dark Doombringer and myself are both running into some things where we're just not quite able to make happen what we were hoping to. Now, this is weird because... Oh, wait. Footstep sounds dot play. And then, what if we do this? And now it's not working. It's once again consistently being stuck there. Okay. So is change animation happening every frame? It is! Change animation is happening every frame. Oh, shoot. Okay. So what if we do an if sounds? Yeah. Anything you can de-scope sounds. I mean, we've basically got the game done. It's just we're just working on kind of polishing it up and making it look and feel better. French Peacock, good to see you. Welcome in. How are you on YouTube? The only thing we really are missing is the like end screen. So you know, when you get all of the colors, have some ending that is satisfying, right? That's the only last thing. Mice, good to see you. Welcome in. Whoa. There we go. If footstep sounds dot, can we check like if it is playing? Aha. Playing. Is that going to do what I think it's going to do? Because I've been burned on stuff like this before. Playing. Yes, it will be a bool. If true, this note is playing sounds. Yes, great. So if not playing, footstep sounds dot play. And what happened? I'm out of hat. The gray toque. There you go. Oh, where is it? My daughter has made a bit of a mess of this room. We'll find it though. Oh, so much fort material all over the place. All right. Where are we at? Where's that gray toque? You know, kids, man. All right. Well, I hope this is an acceptable substitute for now. I can find, I think, every other hat except for that one. Maybe. Aha! Da 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 da. There we go. Blankies, yeah. All the fort construction materials. Just want to say hi. Gotta go. All right, take care, Memphis. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you. Okay. Let's see if this runs. Attempt to call function play and base null instance. Okay, so I have a typo in here. Let's try that. I don't know what the typo was. That should fix it. Perfect. Hey, look at that. See, you get hung up on problems, you spend forever trying to fix them, and then you step away for a little bit, and then you fix it within a few minutes. There you go. This is the way. All right. There we go. There we go. Woo! All right, so next up we got to do the slashing sounds. Rawr, rawr, rawr. Which I already have coded in, I think. So we just got to like get the actual sound effect plugged in here, which shouldn't take too long at all. And we're going into ads. Unfortunately, Bezos harkens. Billionaires are feeling a little bit empowered nowadays. Who'da thunk? And we're going to go ahead and jump into ads. So, what's a good ad break question? Do you do sound design for your jams? Like, I know a lot of people just leave it off. Do you spend the time to do the sound design? We'll be right back. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you. How's that for some sound design? Welcome in, welcome in. I never did any sound design other than playing one note or two and using that for each sound effect. Hey, that works. Listen, if you can play one note visually and get away with it, why not play one note audibly and be creative with it and get away with it? I think that's perfectly valid. I don't know if I'd say I do sound design, but I definitely add sounds. I'm right there with you, Solar. That's you and me, my friend. We are right on the same page. Tiny Devil always putting us all to shame. Using a mixture of hardware, synths, and Foley. Top tip, smacking two flip-flops together makes a great step sound. That makes a lot of sense and is deeply impressive. Yeah, Tiny Devil puts in a lot of craftsmanship into all of their projects. It's really inspiring. I also have a collection of old dinnerware and glasses, which I kept and plan to smash and record to get a range of breakable sounds. Nice! That's awesome. Yeah, there you go. Locking that to voice. So, speaking of, we're going to go ahead and try and get a sound effect for this slash. We are on our grand tool, We Love Indies here. We're going to take a look at what we can find here. Some sort of a slash effect. I don't want just like a plain slash. I'd like there to be some sort of etherealness, some sort of otherworldliness to this. Because this thing's danger is not even necessarily just hurting things and tearing it apart. It's like absorbing the color, right? It's more of a metaphysical sort of danger. And so I want that represented a little bit in the sound at least. So we'll see what we can find here if we may have to make our own. Now, these are all huge. I need like 2 seconds. Yeah, no, this isn't gonna work. Can I like filter on? Yeah, this is a problem. I need more filters in here. I need to be able to filter on like length. I need to be able to filter on all sorts of stuff. So let's see. No. I almost like that. I almost like that. If it weren't for like the debris at the end. Man, I think that's really close, but not quite. I don't know what's sci-fi about that. Okay. I like how someone threw a dishwasher down onto some glass and recorded that. Foley artists, man, they do some wild stuff. Ooh. Ooh. This is like perfect. I think we go for that one. I think that's the one. I don't even think we need to do any modifications to it. As long as Godot can recognize it. We've talked about that before. As cool as We Love Indies is, it does have a problem where sometimes it doesn't quite... it doesn't... The way it has its encoding doesn't work sometimes. Looks like that's going to work just fine. Change this to 1.25. Oh, wait, no, that's the wrong... Shoot, that's the wrong sound. Yeah, there we go. See, no waveform, so it's not reading it, so we're going to have to export it. We're going to throw Audacity up. We can get rid of this. We're going to bring in this sound effect. We are going to export... should we trim it up? Yeah, let's trim it up. Because we kind of need it to be present at the very beginning. Okay, come on. How do I want to... What is happening? Please let me trim. Thank you. Just, oh dear. Come on. Come on. What is going on? What have I done wrong here? Draw tool. Selection. I mean, this is a selection tool. Why can't I select things? Okay. This is weird. And it looks like our previous selection is gone. Is that Audacity? It is Audacity. There we go. Now it's wanting to work. That was weird. All right, sure. We'll call that. Love Audacity for its simplicity. Some audio programs are crazy and I get lost. Yeah, I have worked... so I actually used to be a student for audio engineering. That was a declared major of mine for about a semester before I went to web and interaction design. I had a fantastic professor there. His name was Arlen Card, who is the brother of Orson Scott Card. And he is a phenomenal composer. And saxophone player. And he wanted to compose, but he was really good at saxophone. And so what he did was, as a side story, he started playing saxophone for different bands, and then he would walk up to the project director and say, "Hey, if you think I'm a good saxophone player, you should hear my scores that I can make for you," and hand him a business card and walk away. Dude's also a lawyer, like an actual bar certified lawyer. It was crazy that he was teaching at that local university. Absolutely wild. Ender's Game is literally my favorite book of all time. There you go. How do I only have 1.17 subscribers? That's criminal. Well, thank you, French Peacock. I agree. Get the word out. No, you know, it's a thing, and viewership always goes up and goes down. That's the way that these things go. I was watching something by Co Carnage, where he said the natural state of a content creator is to trend downward. That's not falling off. That's just normal. It is tremendously difficult to even maintain a standard viewing rate. So, you know, people come, they go, they find something that they like, they get distracted by something else, they move on. And I hope that for anyone who does move on and those who don't, just that something is helpful to them, that they're able to extract something from here that is able to that they're able to take with them for the rest of their lives to make it better. That's our goal. That slash effect is so tiny. Need to make that way bigger, make it a lot more intimidating. Okay, slash, please. Dude! Come on. Why are you not slashing? Is swipe cooldown not happening? Let's go ahead and throw a breakpoint here. Okay. Go ahead and turn it off. Hit play. And it should be back. It is still happening. So, okay, so swipe cooldown for some reason is not working. Where is swipe cooldown? If swipe cooldown minus equals 1 times delta. Oh, is this going to be a delta problem? Is it like going down but like tremendously slowly? Yeah. Times 60. Okay, so now you should be able to slash, right? Swipe cooldown is greater than or equal to 0. Okay. And then if swipe cooldown is less than or equal to 0, swipe cooldown equals 0. Okay. Let's run this again now that we have that cooldown hopefully being managed. Swipe. 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 Good. Okay, great. Love it. Definitely. Okay. Cool. Definitely want to get the yes, the swipe box to be like way cooler. I wish I could like say play this frame. I just want to see this frame. He's swiping through the door. Yeah. All right, you know what? We're just going to set it on repeat here. And then grow. And then kind of come out a little bit. Maybe even rotate. Yeah, sure. We'll do that. And then we'll make the, we're going to, well, we still need that on, don't we? Repeat and then collision, we're going to rotate you. And we need to scale you up a little so that it still is a reliable thing. But we do want it to be smaller than. Okay, there we go. We'll knock that off. And 5. Let's see where this goes. What? There we go. That's having problems when we're going in the opposite direction. Is it somehow like swapping out the Y as well? I mean, it shouldn't be. Right there, it looks good. It would also be good to integrate some sort of hit stop sound effect for being hit as well. But it shouldn't be. Where are we setting this? Hurt box? Body entered, call deferred, set disabled, position and scale, position and scale. Okay. So, hurt box. If you are at 26 and your scale of X is for hurt box is 0.059? That don't make no sense. Oh, it's the swipe sprite. Okay. But we're going to change this to 0.092 now. Okay. That should only be flipping the X. It shouldn't do anything with the Y. I think that's going to be okay. $27. We are going to need to flip it, aren't we? Because now that's at an angle. Right? No, it's not. That's not our problem. It's okay. So it's not the Y being flipped. It's the rotation. So we need to set it to a negative 47, right? Yeah. I made this a lot more complicated for myself. All right. So we're going to change this to 27 and 27. We're doing negative 0.092 on these. And then we need to also do swipe sprite dot rotation equals negative 47.7. Not 0, negative. Then we're going to do the inverse over here. And we also need to do the same thing for the collision shape. Your rotation needs to become inverted. So right now it's at 53.3. We're going to have to flip that around to be negative. Okay, let's try that. So now when we're facing the right, it should slash appropriately. All right. Something's going wrong here. First things first, we had the animation set to repeat. That's no good. 0.092 on the X scale. 0.092 and negative 0.092. So that should be working. Let's try this again. It feels like it's being a lot smaller than it should be. What? Oh, it is still set. Okay, weird. Play. And F5. Okay. We do have our X stuff flipped, which is weird. That shouldn't be flipped. I think maybe by doing this, I'm going to make more stuff broken. And the Y is being flipped, which is really weird. Like, it's definitely not doing this when we're in the game, right? And it is unlinked, so it's not like it's applying negatives to both things. But it is undeniably coming from the bottom. The swipe is coming from the wrong direction, and it's nowhere near as big as it should be. What are we doing here? Negative 0.092 is the scale. We're not changing... The only thing we're changing about the hurt box is... You know what? Maybe we get rid of all this stuff, and we just replace it with hurtbox changes. So hurtbox.scale equals negative 2.127. Why do I keep pressing 0? Gosh darn it. And then hurtbox.scale equals 2.127. Let's try that out. Oh, right. .x. Whoops. Okay. We've got the right rotations and everything now. That's all good. We need the scale worked out, though. For some reason, it is being substantially smaller. Scale.x. Where are we doing scale.x in here? Just in these two places. What's this? Okay, yeah, that's just fine. And then we have this, and then what is this? Flipping everything based on direction. Vector 2 abs animation.scale.x, abs animation.scale.y. Animation.scale. What's animation again? I think what we have hooked up is the running sprite, if I remember. Yeah, it's the running sprite. So that's for the animation, the running sprite. This is a really clever way to do this, actually. I should copy this. Instead of messing around with all this other stuff, we'll just do hurtbox this. Right? Like, why not? That's all a lot of good math done to make that adjustment. So swap out these animations. Not gonna... Hopefully we shouldn't see anything change. Okay, we're reversed. So we need a negative here, and a negative here, and make the positive here, and the positive here. Okay. I've definitely broken things. What am I doing? Ah, that was our problem. You get rid of that negative. Okay. And then get rid of that negative. Okay. I think that's correct. Kind of, a little bit. But we're not moving the position X. Okay. And the scale is still being weird. So let's just go back to what it was. It's fine. It's fine. It's a game jam. It's fine. I don't know. What if I change this to like be double its size? Is that going to fix it? Or are we still having the same concern? Okay, it is now getting bigger. So it's just being weirdly overwritten or not coming through the way that it should. I'm sure there's a great reason why. I don't have time to figure it out. Okay. Now the swipe sound. Is not playing. Why is swipe sound not playing? Did we not put it in here? Oh, well. That would do it. Swipe sounds dot play. And then, oh man, I'm going to do something really dumb. Oh, I'm going to do something really dumb. Because here we're checking if we hit the player. And then we emit player damage. But the problem is this isn't damage unique to the monster. So instead of setting up a new signal that will be able to detect if it is, damage from a monster or damage from the radiation poisoning, I'm gonna add I'm gonna add something really dumb and say this is the player hurt sound. This is the stupidest thing. It's what I'm gonna do because it's a game jam and I need to get it done. So when the monster hits and we tell it has hit the player, we're gonna play the player hurt sound. Dot play. It's not going to mess with 2D positioning really at all because if you're being hit by the monster's claw, you're right next to it anyway. So it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Let's go back to We Love Indies here and see what we can get. I'm actually thinking it would be good to do some sort of instead of like a squishy gore thing. It's fine. It's fine, Solar Labyrinth. It's fine. Everything's fine. I wonder if it would be good to do like a electric sound, I don't really want buzzes. Nope, not that. That's not what we want. Nope, don't want that either. Nope. Ha. That's a fun one. Maybe? Like you get slashed. Right? Maybe? If we sped it up a bit. Let's go for that one. Okay. We're going to go back into Audacity, which has the most adorable subreddit out of any, sound engineering software. Audible. Get it? Ah. The cleverness of me. All right, we're just going to go ahead and cut this in. And then we're going to speed it all up a bunch. Okay. Effect. Pitch and tempo. We're going to change speed and pitch. I'm okay with that. And then we will export. This will be player swiped. And now that will be in our little goodly doodly project Rooney. Get rid of Audacity. There we go. Player swiped. Right in there. Let's check this out right before the ad break. Oof. Whoa. Okay, cool. Let's get a little bit of pitch variation in here. Maybe not quite that much, because when it gets low, it starts becoming really long. I'm okay with that. All right, going into ads, I think that's the sound effects for the monster. We're going to do sound effects for picking up the orbs next. And then the sound effects for returning the orbs to the place. So, our question for this ad break, what is the nearest orb-like object to you? And I think mine is a little, I'll show you after the ad break, a little pink beach ball thing that my daughter brought into the office. What is the nearest orb-like object to you? And we'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. So this is what I was talking about with orb-like object. This was the closest thing to me. But I realized, bending down to pick it up, that was a lie. I didn't know. The closest orb-like object to me was actually closer than that, and it was this little D20, and this is a very special D20. Do you want to know why? This special D20 came from a candle. My brother got this for me several Christmases ago, and it was candles with D&D scents. And when you get to the bottom of it, was a themed D20 around the scent. So there you go. That was my closest orb-like object. Katamari Damacy doll. There you go. My baby's ball that vibrates and rolls away to teach him to crawl stuff. We have one of those too. That's it. Ours looks also a lot like a Katamari Damacy orb thing. Yeah, it's really cool. It's really cool. Okay. We're going to go to our world main, and we're going to put our player over here by these orbs. And let's start getting some sound effects for these. We could say goodbye to Spotify. Thank you. But it still never rolls a crit when you need one. They never do. They never do. We played an entire indie game based around that concept. VaxaQuest, if you remember that one. All right. That is one thing I really wanted to make. So I DM a game for some good friends of mine. And I started off doing that about the same time I started doing woodworking. And I had all these grandiose designs of like, oh, I'm going to make all these cool things as thank yous for my players. And one of the things I wanted to build, I've never actually gotten around to, is building a little dice jail for everyone to throw their dice into. It'll definitely roll a crit when you explore an empty room, though. Yeah. I searched for traps. Roll perception. Nat 20. There's no traps. Great. Thank you. Thank you for your service. Okay. Now, what if we do, like, energy? What if we filter in here? That's not bad. That might be right out of the gate exactly what we're looking for. Let's bring that into, well, do we want to bring that into Audacity? We might not even need to. Might not even need that in Audacity. Let's come back to Goodly Garubity, and we will bring this into audio. Is this going to allow us to bring this in? We're going to throw in an audio stream player. It's going to have a randomized stream randomizer. We're going to throw in a new element. It's going to be Sparks Low. No. Daxleon with the Prime sub. Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you so much for your constant support of this channel and what it is we're trying to accomplish, of trying to help people get into the game industry. Deeply appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you, buddy. All right, so it didn't import well. We need to Audacity this sucker. It's fine. It's not that big a deal. It just makes me want to cry. A lot. And it's good, too, because now we can kind of trim it up a little. We don't need that long intro or tail. Boop, 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 boop. And then export. I don't even want to mess with the levels or anything. It's fine. So this is orb pickup. And then we can get rid of Audacity. We can go here. And there is orb pickup. We're going to delete that old sound and put orb pickup in here. Utimus. 1.25. Great. Let's try it. You'd think I would remember that you have to actually tell the code to do it. All right. Audio stream player dot play. I'm not going to name it just because time. That's the only reason. Otherwise, I'd. Okay. Let's maybe tune the volume down a little. Maybe a little bit more. More. Sure, that works. Put that there. Let's see how it feels when it's not all right next to each other. Yeah, that's feeling all right. Yeah, that's feeling good. Right, Cynthia, you love it? Nice. Now, we do need an effect on that orb when it changes. Like when you bring a new color back, we definitely need a sound effect there. And we may even be able to reuse this orb one and just like really pitch it down or something and elongate it. Maybe. Let's go to our orb scene. I'm going to grab this and I'm going to bring it in. We're going to make unique. And then we're going to say, we don't even want a random pitch. Well, we can a little bit, but our pitch scale is going to go way down. Yeah. Let's try that out. And then reset the volume. So it'll be louder, right? Because it's the synthesis of all these things. Right? Once again, you actually need... dang it. Touched orb. Yes. Okay. Global.collect color. There we go. So we're going to do audio stream player.play. Why didn't the sound play when I didn't tell it to? I hit these issues all the time when jamming. My brain is thinking 10 steps ahead, so it seems I've done it. Absolutely. Absolutely, Tiny Devil. Make It So Games, how are you? Welcome in over on YouTube. It's so great to see you. How's your journey going? I saw you put out another video. Like, that first video that you put out seems like it did really well. And then you put out a new one, and I haven't been able to watch it yet. How are things going? What have you been up to? I mean, I watched a little bit here, and I kind of skipped around, but I haven't been able to sit down and watch the whole thing like I want to. Yeah, that's sounding good. Let's try it one more time. This is something that we've learned from other projects, from other people, is you can reuse sound effects in different contexts, and it will feel different, but also maintain a sense of cohesion. So that's what we're trying out here. Yeah! Great! Oh, wait. It shouldn't be doing that. Okay. So I think what we need to do is say pigment value equals 0. So we kind of reset it. Looks so good. Thank you. Okay. Still doing that. Global.pigment inventory at color equals 0. I mean, theoretically, that shouldn't change anything, but just in case there's like some weird reference thing, pass by reference, pass by value, or whatever. It's still doing it. Dang it. All right. All right. We'll figure that out in just a second here. Make It So Game says, yeah, I got lucky with that video. Went from 100 subs to now almost 500. Shut up. That's awesome. I decided to make Trapped 6. Nice. Very cool. Been 20 years since you released Trapped 5 on Newgrounds. Wow. 20 years. Back in early 2000s, my Trapped series on Newgrounds got millions of plays. That is so cool. Yeah. Echoing what Endo said. Huge congrats. That's awesome. Yeah, I got you, Endo. I got you. That is super cool. Make It So. So Trapped 6. I do remember like the top comment on that second video being, babe, wake up, new Trapped announcement just dropped. That is really, really cool. Are you seeing old fans coming out of the woodwork and starting to find you? Let's see. Global.collect color. So what is collect color doing? First magenta change emit. First magenta change. Interesting. Thanks. What you're working on looks awesome. Well, thank you. It's a little jam project for Fox Hollow Jam 3. Dark Doombringer and myself are working as a team on this. And he's done the heavy lifting, and I have helped. That comment was funny. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, that's rad. That's very rad. Make It So Games. Huge congrats. I can't even imagine having a game that has millions of plays. Like that's mind-blowing to me right now, especially something that you solo developed. You know, not like you were a small cog in a very big wheel. That's really, really cool. Very cool. Hopefully old fans will discover my channel and realize Trap 6 is coming, but 20 years was a long time ago. Fans are old like me. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You got to find a way to get that marketing out there, you know? You got to play that algorithm. Oops, I did not mean to pin that. Hold on. Oops, unpin. So like, hold on. If you go to Newgrounds and you go to Trapped, there are comments on here from last month, 1 month ago today. Like, it would not be unreasonable to just leave your own comment here, right? And point people to your new thing, right? Well, also that was dash trapped dash. I don't know if that's the same trapped. Hold on. Trapped 5. Yeah, there you go. Still a comment from a month ago. My goodness. Yeah. Go throw it in the comments. Throw it in your author comments. Dude, you've been responding to people from like 2018. Yeah. I will complete Trap 6 someday. I have several versions in the works from different periods of time. Go let them know that you got a Steam page up and running. Kind of crazy. I'm going to make a Trap 6 light for Newgrounds and itch, then release a full game on Steam for like $3. That's awesome. Good for you. Good for you. I'm so excited to hear that. My goodness. That is such great news. Thank you for sharing that today. I love that. Player change color.emit. Collected colors at color equals 2. So what are collected colors? It's this. I guess one big question I need to actually answer here that I'm dancing around is, what is pigment value? Because theoretically, we should be setting this to 0, and we shouldn't be entering into this if statement. What's cool is Trapped has a collections URL on Newgrounds. That's awesome. Well, you worked out? No worries, make it so. No worries at all. It's great to chat. Okay. So, pigment value is 0. If pigment value is greater than or equal to 5, but it's 0. And it's still triggering. Like, this doesn't make any sort of sense. We hit it the first time. And we hit it again. But pigment value is 0. Why are you coming in here? Let's do a preprint here. Initial pigment value. Hit play. Go to our output. Hit stop. Go to our output. Initial pigment value equals 5. Okay. Pigment inventory. At color. As 0. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. I mean, can I not, like, assign here? That's really strange. Because, like, it says pigment value is 0. Like, wait. It also said 0, 0, 5. Oh, because we're going through the, okay, we're doing a for loop through them. Okay. But that shouldn't matter. So this is like, colors we haven't found yet, and then we get to the color that we have. Global.collect color. If collected colors at color equals false, collected colors at color equals true. Okay, so maybe what we can do here is we can say if global.collected colors at color equals false, then play the sound effect and do all this, right? Let's try that out. Okay. Hey, there we go. That's looking good. Okay. Great. All right. That fixed it. Hooray. Go team. Love it. Love it when a good plan comes together. Okay. That's great. I think the next step is VFX on jump and double jump. And then sound effects on jump and double jump. Yeah? Oh, man. We're kind of at time right now. That's okay, though. We'll get these in, and then we'll call that a day. A bit of a shorter stream today, and I'm saddened about that. But, life is what life is, unfortunately, sometimes. Okay. So, ground jump. We're going to add in a animated sprite for ground jump dust. Then we're going to add in another one for air jump dust. Ground jump dust. We need to grab our sprites here. Yeah, we could throw in our excuse me, our jump. Oh, and you know what? We're gonna need a landing as well. Landing dust. Okay. So ground jump sprites. We're gonna go to character jump start, and we will go find our VFX over here. We're gonna go to our Figma where Dark Doombringer pulled these all in. And we talked about this with Alamod's game submission earlier. We go to what was it? It was like a ground, land, wind. Yeah, this is a good landing on the ground sprites. We'll bring this in. And then we'll make it in Godot here. Go to our sprite frames, new sprite frames. Going to go to 2D. We will load this in. Assets, sprites, jump, land, wind. Okay. Zoom out. We're going to make this 512 by 512. Select all. Add those frames. And then we're going to change it to be 60 FPS. And go. Perfect. We're not going to loop. Okay. So we need to make it now. When you land, play that sprite. And that's going to be maybe the trickiest one to bring in. Because I don't know where we are detecting that change of now we are on land, now we are running. Landing. Here we go. Okay, perfect. Great. Awesome. I'm so glad. This is very robust. Perfect. We're going to do ground jump dust. Oh, you know what? This is landing dust. Well, whatever. We'll just rename it. Then rename. There we go. Landing dust dot play. All right, let's give this a shot. Let's see where it takes us. It's on jump instead of on land. That's interesting. If animation equals jump or falling and is feet on ground, that shouldn't be happening. Like, we're not in jump or falling. What happens if we run and then jump? I think we already did that. Yeah. How strange. That shouldn't be happening. If animation.animation equals jump. Let's do print animation.animation. Okay. So we are detecting that we are in jump or falling. Oh, because I got it. Okay. We're setting our animation to jump before we have left the ground. So our animation is jump, and our animation is jump, and our feet are on the ground. So what if I do like an await get? I mean, this is a really gross thing to do, but whatever. Get tree dot create timer of 0.1 dot timeout, and then go. Yeah, no, it makes a really big. It's like we're charging up the jump now. That's kind of fun. Not what we're looking for, but that's okay. So when we do jump, for our ground jump, velocity.y equals negative jump velocity minus, let's try 1. The idea here is just get us off the ground. It seemed like it almost worked. What if we say minus 100? And then redo this here. No. Okay. Because we're saying velocity.y, not like, okay, so let's do global position.y minus equals 1. Just move 1 pixel up immediately instead of changing the velocity. All right, we'll do 100 pixels up. My friend has some stupid takes on game dev. Well, I mean, join the club. This does not seem to be fixing our problem, though, which is really weird. Let's delete this, and we'll do await get tree. No, we're changing animation to jump, which is fine. But for some reason, our landing is really being weird. Is this a part of the physics? It is the part of the physics process. Like, what's the point? How does it solve a problem? How does it help someone in their life? Oh, man. Oh, we have so much we could talk about. So this is someone who does not see the value in games, not in game dev. They don't see the value in games, right? Okay. Lots of things you can say to someone like that. He plays games all day, every day? Well, okay. So then you can ask, well, why do you play games? That would be an ex-friend so fast for me. Why do you play games? If you think that they don't help anyone in their life, why do you play them? And they'll probably have some answers. And then as well, you can take that a step further. Like if they didn't play games, you could say, well, do you read books? Do you watch movies? Why do you feel those are valuable? And video games aren't. And usually what it will come down to, is that someone does not really understand what video games are or can be. I would not have the energy. People will probably say, oh, well, you can learn so much from books or anything. And they'll say like, oh, games are just like Fortnite. You're just gonna like distance yourself from your family and become an addict or, lose your life. And like, well, you can. We blame the screen. The screen is Satan. Yeah. And then if that's the case, you can say, you know what, that really absolutely can happen. There are people that let games ruin their lives because they become addicted. Or that just binge all of their time on things that aren't benefiting them all. Have you heard of a game called Thomas Was Alone? Have you heard of a game, list off these games that are really beneficial. And you establish a common point, right? To say like, okay, so like I can see how these other games, like this War of Mine or something, this is really like creating something inside the emotions of a person, right? You start with that common point and then you start progressing more and more. And you start to say, well, what if someone just is reading Lord of the Rings? You could say that doesn't help them. And then they might say yes, but they might also say, yeah, but like there's so many good stories in there that really encourage people, and Gandalf encouraging the hobbits to rise above. It's like, yeah, you get the same thing in games. And games are a way to not have to deal with what you're dealing with. That's needed. Escapism is important. I grew up thinking escapism should be vilified. It's not. Escapism is important. You just can't stay there, but it can be a necessary break for your brain. Stan Lee has some really good quotes, which we'll get to after this if I can find them, after the ads. We'll be right back. Reminds me to wish list that game. Yeah. What is the value of games to you? What do you think? We'll be right back. I'll try and look for these Stan Lee quotes. Okay, welcome back. So good to see you all here. And Connie Dev with the raid. Welcome in, Connie, and all of you fine raiders. I hope you're doing well. How are you? What were you up? Were you working more on Twitcher 2 for today? By the way, we've raided into Connie all the time, but if you're not following Connie, definitely go give them a follow. They do so much good for streaming communities and the Twitch communities and Godot communities. They're absolutely an incredible developer. So, when you're when you watch me and you see the horrible development, go like get a palate cleanser and go watch Connie Dev and learn real development. I think the cool thing about games is that they can give you so many different things. I played online a lot for connection when I was younger. I still play multiplayer, but mostly couchy stuff with IRL friends, so definitely connection. Sure, okay, so we're going to listen to an interview with Stan Lee. Sorry, you guys came in right as we were talking about someone saying that they had a friend that was saying there's no value in game dev, that it doesn't help anyone. It doesn't help anyone. So we're talking about that, and I've started to talk about like how Stan Lee's discussion on why comic books are valuable and everything. So anyways, welcome in everyone. We're also working on our Game Jam submission. You were working on Twitcher. Cool. Very cool. Very cool. Working on a Game Jam submission, trying to get some polish in here, get some VFX, some sounds, all that sort of stuff. Hana's Panda, thank you so much for the follow. We're currently trying to get this landing VFX to work. It, like, you can see it kind of works sometimes. You know, like there it works, but also when we jump, it's for some reason registering and it shouldn't. So we're also trying to fix that. Plus for emotional storytelling like Undertale, Life is Strange and whatnot, and that way they are more like books and movies. In a sense, you know, I talk a lot about Hotline Miami and how the direct participation in the events of that movie or the events of that game were requisite for me getting the emotional, lifelong lesson I got out of that game. And a lot of people look at Hotline Miami and they just think it's a murder hobo simulator. And it is, to a fault. And that's the point. I don't know how many people actually finished the first Hotline Miami, but you get to a point where you're murdering and obliterating people and there's blood and guts everywhere. I remember before it came out, people kept on saying, it seems like every single time we see this game, it's getting more bloody. And I'm starting to get uncomfortable about it. It's because that was the point. They were saying people aren't uncomfortable with this enough yet. We need to push it more. So you go through all of this horrible stuff, and there's a time when they force you into doing something that you desperately don't want to do. And the game does not allow you any other option than to do it. Like, in the sense of it doesn't even recognize any input that is not pushing you towards this horrible, horrible thing. And you get to the end, and you realize that it was like all these phone calls that were sending out missions to you. It was 2 janitors for the phone company hanging out in the sewer tapping the line. And your character freaks out and says, well, why did you do this? You made me do all these horrible things. And the janitors say, and the janitors were 100% allegories for the developers, right? It was the voice piece of the developers saying, you were bored, weren't you? We gave you something to do. We gave you what you wanted. And at that point, I put the game down, I uninstalled it, and I'll never install it again. And I will always remember the lesson that it taught me about being much more mindful about the media that I consume. That wouldn't have worked if it weren't a game, if it weren't interactive. Made more validation stuff to make Twitcher foolproof. Okay, very cool. Good for you, Connie. It's a hot take on games, yeah. But I need to hop off. Okay, take care. Get some good rest. Sleep well. We all need you. So take care of yourself. It's late and Day has plans for it. Wish you great enjoying the stream. Thank you so much, Connie. And thank you for the raid. Thank you for all of you raiders for coming in as well. The value of all games to society, not just me, is absolutely huge. They've been around nearly as long as written language. I would probably argue even earlier. You know, if you count games as something that doesn't necessarily require an interface, and just like wrestling is a game, right? I think that qualifies. That's going to predate human language. It's going to predate spoken language. Provide people with a great many tools for life. There are tribes where their game boards have been passed from generation to generation and are revered as a connection to their ancestors. Modern computer games are just the evolution of this. Hard agree. Hard agree. All right, here's what Stan Lee has to say about some interesting stuff here about the value of comics and how they can kind of affect people in one way or another.
Comics have divided themselves into a couple of parts now. There's the comics that are designed for entertainment. There's the comics that provide male teenage fantasies or female teenage fantasies. Now the third force, which I feel I'm part of, is...
By the way, this is the interviewer, not Stan Lee talking yet.
Works of a serious nature, dealing with things subjects that are not necessarily pure entertainment. Even though the medium itself is an entertaining medium, I'm dealing with subjects. For example, in Contact with God, I decided to deal with a man's relationship with God. Last book I did is an autobiographical book in which I deal with prejudice over a period of time.
We have finally found a subject to disagree about.
This is Stanley.
Okay, good.
I think, Will, I know what you're saying, and you're not wrong, but the area of disagreement is this. I feel that any entertainment medium, anything that's done for pure entertainment, also has educational value. For example, when Mark Twain wrote what he wrote, when Charles Dickens wrote what they wrote, those were commercial stories. They weren't trying. Well, Charles Dickens admittedly did write about problems in England at the time.
But even if you look at Charles Dickens' work, the intro to what is the work to Oliver Twist? The intro to Oliver Twist, if the sources that I have read are correct, has a statement saying, I wrote this to commemorate childishness. Like, it is not a serious story, essentially, he's saying. It is to commemorate the power of youth and childhood, and to help us remember what that was like.
But he was writing to sell a story. Those were entertainment. When Sherlock Holmes, anything has educational value if it's well written, if it's well drawn, if it's well sung, if it's well danced, whatever it is. I think the people who try to entertain in any medium, but who do it well and do it with quality, they're contributing to society's fund of knowledge. I don't think you have to sit down and say, I'm going to write a story with a message. I think it is impossible to write a story without a message.
There you go. There's another quote of his that says, a story without a message is like a human without a soul. Stanley was really, really good, at least in the way he discussed things. I know reality is more complex, and Stanley as a character is different than Stanley as a person. So I'm just talking about his like public discussions. But he seemed to be something of a master of being able to respect escapism and its value in society, while also being able to say, we need to stand up for what we feel is right. We need to have good messages in our media. And he found really great ways to wed those two. And I would agree with him that anything of value, anything that is well done, is going to have something to contribute to society. I really, truly do. I even think like Doom does, right? Even the Doom remakes, there's stuff to learn from that. Because anything that is executed on a high level of craft, this is where I'm going to come in with my theology. I believe that comes from God. That is going to tie back to some greater sense of truth. That is going to tie back to some greater sense of a whole. I deeply believe what Stanley is saying there. So anyways, to your friend that says, I don't see there's any value in game dev, I would go back to, do they find value in other things? Because if they do, they will also find value in this. If they are being intellectually honest with themselves. It's like saying, I think books have a lot of value, but not like storytellers, like the spoken word. You really be roasting the friend's opinion? Well, not roasting the friend's opinion, but trying to provide discussion points to assist the friend in enlarging their understanding, right? It's not about verses or trying to belittle or be better than or anything. It's simply, you have said something big and controversial. I can invite you to try and accept something of greater truth. That's that. I'm jesting for the most part, yeah. No, of course. All right, well, what are we doing with this landing dust here? What's going on here? Why is this playing all the time despite what we're doing? And is feet on ground? I think we can say is feet on ground. We can say if is on floor and velocity dot y is greater than or equals 0. So we are not moving up, right? I don't know why this, returns true if the gravity is reversing around the ceiling. Got it. So, we're not dealing with that, so we can probably just nuke this for simplicity's sake. We can get rid of is on ceiling. There we go. Oh, we have an is on floor. Hold on. Maybe we should just do this there. Returns true if the body collided with the floor on the last call of movement slide. What? This is a built-in thing? Game maker, take notes. Godot's coming for your lunch money. That's awesome. That's so great. All right, well, never mind then. Great. So velocity.y is greater than or equal to 0, return true. So now, is feet on ground will return false if you are not jumping. So yeah, let's see if that breaks things. My friend writes code to solve a problem at work, like creating a tool to manage infrastructure as code. Great. Oh. Okay, but these short hops aren't working. But you know what? You know what? I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it. I'm going to say that's fine. Oh, our sound effect I don't think worked though. I think we need that sound, that visual effect to be even faster, actually. Let's go here into our spy frames. Let's like double speed it. Yeah, that's way better. I don't think Game Maker needs to take my note, my landing clouds work. My big problem with Game Maker, and we've talked about this all the time, is that it is aiming at more beginner people. And that's not to say that it has to be used by beginner people. As Tiny Devil points out, and rightly so, really great games are and can be made in Game Maker. But this is feeling like it's going a lot faster than in the game. For being something that is supposed to be for beginners, they sure make a lot of beginner things really hard to do. Like not having a built-in character controller. Like not having built-in collision detection. You know, not having built-in physics. And yes, they do have a physics engine, but they also tell you, please don't use this, it's very buggy, please don't. What? Yeah, mice. I have a question for Joe in stream. What do we think about modding games to be like another game? I think we might need some more details there. First off, like, what do you mean to be like another game? And then second off, along what vector are you asking? Are you asking if this is ethically okay? Or is this something that's worth doing? Or they don't? I never use it. What do they have then? So they have their coding engine, and it works. And it does a lot of things, to be fair, that Godot doesn't. So it has like a built-in function to find the nearest node, essentially, to bring it into Godot terms, find the nearest node or the nearest object to something. I have desperately wanted that in Godot on any number of projects. And I have to hand code it, and it sucks and it's inefficient. They have it built in. That is a super cool thing that they do. Everything can be clickable in there. You don't need, the control nodes and all this weird stuff. It's just like any object can have a click event on it. So there's a lot of stuff GameMaker does really, really well. And their built-in sprite editing tools and animator tools are really good as well. Their auto-tiling, way better than Godot's. Modding Minecraft to play Pokemon, like why mod one game to be like another instead of just playing the other game? I can understand why people would mod Minecraft to play like Pokemon because they have access to Minecraft. To play Pokemon, you have to have a Nintendo console and pay $60. Minecraft, you can get pretty cheap. So especially young kids and people in third world countries where Nintendo prices are extremely cost prohibitive, I think that makes a ton of sense just from that perspective alone. Let alone, hey, now we have Pokemon in this world that we can like 3D walk around and voxel destroy things. And, I can totally see that from a value-based perspective. And then lastly, I think there's a lot of value in just trying to build something and trying to recreate something. And then as well, trying to rebuild it in a different context to observe how that changes things. I think there's quite a lot of value to it. The problems you found was a misdirection near the start of the project. Which problems? Auto-tiling has been a pain point for me. It's so frustrating. It's so unnecessarily complicated. That could be fun. I think I'd play that. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, we're not getting the orb noise anymore. Does it happen on magenta? It does play on magenta, so it's not playing on blue for some reason. That's weird. Gotta fix that. Okay, let's go to our orb script. We're doing this. If global.collected colors at color. What if we just, I'm going to do something really dumb. Or global dot collected colors at blue equals false. I think that should just be like 0, right? We should be able to do that. Let's try that. What is this game for? I'm out of the loop. Nicholson, this is for our Game Jam submission for Fox Hollow Jam 3. There we go. Got it. Just to double check, we'll make sure magenta works. So this is an extraction platformer, so you have to go around picking up all these different colored orbs, kind of bringing more brilliance and color into the world, and progress until you get all of the colors, all the while this big monster is chasing you. Right here. Say hello, Rutherford. There you go. Oh, that's really loud. Definitely. Jeez, it's really, really, really loud. Swipe sound. Volume way down. You're giving me a lot of valuable information. I'm glad. I hope so. I mean, anything that I give is really not coming from me, but I'm glad that you are able to be thinking about this and to be getting something out of it. That's great. Okay, so not so much on that. Player hurt sound, definitely go lower. Okay. Let's heal up and head out. This is really cool. Thank you. Yeah, Dark Doombringer and I have been working pretty hard on it. And it's kind of getting to that phase where it's starting to come together. I still got to do UI. We'll probably do UI tomorrow. It's way far behind on that. All right. I imagine as much, but I already play so many things. I play yours to support a fellow game dev over others from people I don't know. There you go. There you go. I'd rather create my own games than create mods. I mean, creating mods is a way for a lot of people to get into making games because you don't have to build everything from the ground up. You can say, I want to learn how to get into game dev, but making one game is kind of a lot. What if I just learn how to make a new quest in Skyrim or make a new item in Skyrim, right? It allows you to focus in. Like if you're a 3D modeler and you want to build up a good portfolio of work, you can make your own game. And that is a really good route to go, to make your own game. It's also a ton of work. So building up a really impressive mod following may not be quite so much work. And then you get to do only the thing that you want to do. There are a lot of studios that have built mods for games and then become studios out of it. There's one that was like a huge Skyrim mod, like 7-year mod. What's it called? Overhaul mod. I can't remember. There's one that is like, Enderall maybe? Which is like marketed as its own game because of how big of an overhaul it is from a full team of individuals. Okay.
All right, so in 1997...
What is happening? Oh, okay, there we go. Different video was getting played. Here we go. Enderall Forgotten Stories. As far as it cuts out a lot of work creating games has, it does. And depending on what you want to get out of it, that may just cut out the stuff you don't want to do in order to get to the same objective in another way. When I was younger, I was downloading all these cute clothes for The Sims that other girls would make, all while not even being curious to learn. Now I regret it every day. These people started super young, and if I had done that, I'd known 3D modeling proper by now. Yeah, I had the same experience with Star Wars Jedi Knight. Star Wars Jedi Knight, I downloaded a ton of mods. And I would have loved to have been able to have gotten into that scene earlier in my life and given my present-day self a bit of a head start. My objective is to learn everything. Yeah, then making a game sounds exactly like what you're wanting to do. Most studios of a decent size employ people with specific skills, too, not necessarily all-rounders. So modding to show off your 3D skills or similar is a decent approach. Yeah, absolutely. And it also builds social media clout, right? It's not just about saying, hey, I have this thing and people enjoy it. It's also saying, I have 50,000 followers or 2 million followers or whatever that follow my work. Those are people who may also be in the games industry or may be able to vouch for you or, may be able to boost your posts so that you are better on people's game studios' radars. The fact of the matter is, social proof is a thing. Regardless of whether it is a correct judgment principle or not, social proof does influence people. As they say, the next best day to start is today. Absolutely. The best time to start a tree, to plant a tree was yesterday, right? The second best time is today. Yeah, all-rounders are virtually non-existent in big studios. Yeah. So if you want to be an all-rounder, you're looking at solo dev or really small indie studios. 100%. The bigger the studio you go to, the more and more specialized you're expected to be. So that's why technical artists exist in big studios instead of in tiny little studios, right? It's why, you get job roles like micro animation designers, where their whole job, literally the whole job, is designing that. What's the animation that plays when you mouse over something or on page load or when there's an error state? There are people whose job is to do that or to deal with micro copy. I'm not even talking technical writers here. I'm talking micro copy writers. And those are people that are writing stuff like these button titles, that are writing things like little error messages. The bigger it is, the more specialized you're expected to be. I like all-rounder for now until I learn what specific area I like the most. And that's a really good way to get started in it, is just start making a whole bunch of games and figuring out what draws you more. What gets you more and more excited to work on. Yeah, this is a Skyrim mod. So I believe this is the one of just it's an actual studio of people, and then they leveraged that to build future things, which have done pretty well commercially. So, well, only 17 people. 2018 was the release for that. 2023 for Dreadful River. That's an early access. Ooh, mostly negative on their most recent one. They came from Venus. Uh-oh. That's not good. What happened here? I don't know why most other reviews are so negative, if not even insulting. Therefore, here's my spoiler-free review. Okay, occasional small bugs and stuff, sure. Voice acting is almost entirely generative AI. That would do it. Yeah. That would do it. And then some bugs for people. How can Enderall have some of the best voice actors I ever encountered as just a mod, and here we have people that try their hardest to do a text-to-speech impression. Maybe the game truly was AI generated. Sure, AI, which is the name of the developer. 2D Fighter, good to see you. Welcome in. Welcome in. It's going very well. We are working on our project. I saw that. I saw your thing, by the way. This is the problem. I check posts on Discord, and then I get distracted, and I forget to respond. I did see the trailer before you even sent it to me. I did see your progress video there. It's really cool, really exciting. I can't wait to see it come together into something. Thank you so much for sharing that. I'm leaning towards programming /UI/UX over art /animation/sound. So yeah, I mean, you could go fully into UI engineering. That's a real thing. I've got a brother who works at ArenaNet, and he has a UI engineer on his team, and they love him. He does all their UI engineering, and he does a lot of their designing as well. So it's definitely a path that could be taken. You could hybridize all of them. Okay. Where are we at here? And ads are starting up soon as well. I need to figure out what is our next step. It seems like things are working. Right, we need to do the jumping sound effects and the dust blasts for jumping and double jumping. So we'll get to that right after the ad break. Thank you so much for hanging out. Oh man, what is the weirdest effect you've ever built for a game? The weirdest effect you've ever built. I don't have a very long story of doing weird things. I gotta think about that one. But we'll be right back after Bezos departs. Hello, Woland. Welcome in. Unfortunately, you stepped in right during the ads, but it is great to see you. Welcome in. We'll be right back. All right. Welcome back. Welcome back. Let's keep going in. Wolin, in case you didn't see that during the ads, welcome. It's great to have you here. I'm glad to see you. Feel free to share anything that you may be working on. This is Fox Hollow Games is a charitable organization helping people enter the games industry. So right now we're working on a game jam for our a submission for our game jam, Fox Hollow Jam 3. It ends tomorrow. This is what we're kind of working on. It's this sort of extraction platformer where you're gathering these colors to try and restore color to this gray world, while this big meanie guy is trying to claw the colors out of you. So that's what we're working on. So welcome in, Wolin. All right. Right. Jumping effects. That's what we're wanting. We need to do ground jump. So we make new sprite frames. We need to find which effect we want to use. I am going to go look at our effects, which Cartoon Coffee prepared for this jam for us. Well, it'd be something good to be like an upswell of something, right? Oh, we could do that. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that one. Let me see if I can find that in my file browser here. Is it? No, it wouldn't be Angry Smoke. Wouldn't be Impact Hit. Although Impact Hit may... Angry Smoke and Impact Hit may be good for the air jump. This is one annoying thing about Figma is when we bring it in, I can't see like the original name of it that got brought in. Let's see. Is it Dash Wind? No, it wouldn't be Dash Wind. It wouldn't be Charge Wind. Let's see. Wouldn't be all right, hold on. Let me go to the preview GIFs. We can actually see what is happening here. That's what I want. That's the thing that I want. That would be such a good little jump splash. Shaders with ray marching are probably the weirdest I've ever played with. Fragment shader creating the impression of 3D objects on a flat plane. Wow. That sounds crazy, Tiny Devil. And I'm sure you were doing that in Game Maker, right? To try and create that feeling of 3D in the 2D engine. That is really crazy. Angry Smoke Burst White. There we go. Found it. Angry Smoke Burst White. There we go. And we're going to throw this in our folder. We're going to make, turn this back on. Grab Angry Smoke Burst White. Zoom out. Okay. Select everything. Oops. Select none. Select everything. There we go. Add 64 frames. We're going to change this to be 120 frames per second and play. Little big. Little big on ya. Okay. Turn off repeat. We're going to go to script. We're going to go to our jump. Walking off a cliff. Just hit the ground. Where is jump? Right there. Ground jump. Here we go. Okay. Change animation.jump. And then we're also going to do ground jump dust.play. F5. It was just a shader, so the engine isn't really important. No. I was just saying I think I understand why you were building that. That is a really cool shader, though. Fragment shader creating the impression of 3D objects on the flat plane. So just kind of like a fragment shader, not a vertex shader? Because with a vertex shader, you could just kind of, do foreshortening visual tricks with, right? This is going to be a problem. So the ground jump effect is traveling with the player, which makes perfect sense. But we also need it not to do that. All on a flat plane. Wow. That's crazy. That is really, really cool. Sergio, I haven't said hi. My new role keeps me busy. I'm so glad to hear it, Prodigal. Time to spend time with the mini-me's. All right, take care, Prodigal. Thanks for hanging out. I'm so glad your new role is being... It's really loud. Sorry. I'm glad your new role is being fulfilling for you, it sounds like. I'll get that hat. Have a great time with the kiddos. All right. Whoop. There we are. Okay. So, how do we do this where the ground jump burst does not fly upwards with the player? I could do some kind of complicated stuff and like setting a log of what the ground jump dust's Y position is when... this is so dumb. I can't think of a really fast way to do this. And we're kind of at the stage of the project where that's not good. Doing actual 3D stuff in GameMaker at the moment, though, although retro in style, using shaders again to make the vectors look more like they use. Yeah, have you had any updates on the film project that you're getting to work on here? Has that moved any further towards resolution of being confirmed? Now, I thought GameMaker straight up did not support 3D, but the way you're talking, it sounds like you can have 3D objects in GameMaker. No news yet, but you're busy prepping. Sure. That's an exciting thing. You want to be able to hit that strong. All right. So, do we give up on the ground jump? Dust. I think for now we do. Because I can't think of a quick way to do this independently. Like, what we could do is when you jump, send a signal to the level, and the level creates a ground jump dust effect at that position. And if we were earlier in the jam, I might spend the time to do that. But we're kind of at the point where I don't feel comfortable with that. There's a lot we still have to do. So if we turn on the darkness, we'll get a closer idea. Like, the monster is just present. The monster isn't spawning in anymore, which isn't great. So we have to fix that bug. We have to get the main menu themed. Like, the main menu exists and it works, but we need the menu to be representative of the game that this has become, and it's not yet. So we need to get that built in. We need to build in a win sequence, which we don't have yet. And then as well, man, something I'd really like to do is when you pick up one of these color orbs, it has a little effect and it's blue. And for some reason, like, the shader is just not working on those, even though it works on everything else. So I'm not very sure about why it is having that problem. So we need to get that remedied. And then we also need to build pathing for the monster for the rest of the sections of the world that don't have it yet. So we've got a good amount of stuff that still needs to get done. And I think the jump dust effects are just not going to be what we're looking for here. They're not the most efficient use of our time. Not in a real sense, but you essentially get access to the underlying 3D architecture, buffers, line lists, tri-strips, etc. So it's kind of like programming OpenGL or DirectX directly. That's crazy. Yeah, that's wild, Tiny Devil. Good for you. That's a whole level of expertise that is so far beyond my ken. Oh, and there's a bug there. We got healed up when we shouldn't have. Dropped a screen cap on Discord. Let's check this out. Look at that. That is so crazy. Like, I've seen people jury rig 3D in GameMaker before, but this looks like it's like an actual 3D system, not just rendering it as if a 2D scene as if it were 3D, right? Hold on, let me show this here. This is what Tiny Devil's working on right now. This is in GameMaker. This shouldn't be possible in GameMaker. This is why we give the advice, and people that you should trust give the advice, that when people say, what engine should I learn? The answer is yes. Because if you are incredibly proficient in your tool, you're going to be able to do all sorts of stuff that people don't think is possible in that tool. So more important than whatever engine you pick is becoming incredibly proficient and skilled in that engine, as Tiny Devil is demonstrating here. Looks far better in motion. I totally agree. I totally believe that. I will say, it feels like I'm running through the trench of the Death Star right there. Like, well done on that. Holy cannoli. Okay. I can name some game engines that won't fit that category. i.e. Copper Cube. Well, I haven't heard of Copper Cube before, and I know there's a lot of game engines that are kind of more specialist or obscure, right? And I know like Blender has a game engine, right? But once again, if you know your tool well enough, you're going to be able to match the types of games you're building to the tool, and then also be able to bend the tool to the degree that it will allow to make the game that you want to make. So there's definitely value in learning a ton of different game engines. There's also value in specializing in something. Can't believe that I just noticed you have 2 hats. Yeah, we got 2 hats. You got a problem with that? It's hot. It's cold in here. Blades. There you go. Here's the top hat. You ready? Here we go. Right on top. Hat number 3. Oh gosh. Oh, we got, so I'm already wearing the gray toque. I need to fix that in the overlay. We'll move to the black toque. That feels like a spiritual successor there. Whoops. Oh, and there's the oh my gosh, Tiny Devil. All right. So we got a wild card. We'll skip to the fedora from there. Here we go. And there's the fedora. What is happening? The overlay is out to get me. Okay. Here we go. Sun hat with a ribbon. There we are. Lovely. Yep. Perfect. All right. How many hats does this guy have? More than you have the ability to redeem is the answer that I give for that one. Oh, and a hat tower. Blade, you did a hat tower. Oh, man. Okay. So, wait. Hold on. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a hat tower, and then add another hat. Oh, dear. You guys are really pushing me here. Okay, so hat tower is 5 hats. Got 1. We got 2. Woo. All right. We got 3. Okay. And then we got 4. All right. And then 5. Here we go. All right. All right. Got our witch's hat. And then there was a last one and the special hat. Okay, there's only one special hat left. Here we go. Here's the special hat. Oh dear. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Okay, hold on. We lost 3. We got it. We got to replace these. Fez, fairy hat, witch's hat. Come on down. Okay. I feel like things are slipping. And then we got the special mushroom hat. Okay. And then I'm still missing one. You need to walk into a fancy restaurant and put them on the hanger very slowly and elegantly. I love that. And then the last hat, which is always reserved for if every hat has been claimed, you've all done it. In comes the Witch King of Angmar. Okay, in fact, I'm going to stand up because that's going to give us a better view here of the hats. Y'all have put in hard work. You've redeemed your hard-earned points. Okay. All right. Is the ground there covered in hats? No comment. All right, here we go. And there's the Witch King of Angmar. All right. Enjoy the fruits of your labors. Okay. This is an absurd amount of hats with a lot of weight. Any slight tip backward of my head, I feel everything start to like pull me backwards. I'm going to try to be very still because I don't want to fall backwards. Oh, look, a penny. Clear Hat's tiny devil rescuing me from the hat golem. Whoa. All right. Where's our hat hair at today? Look at that. Oh, nice and scrunched down, but not too bad, to be frank. We've had worse hat hair than that. That's okay. That's livable. Neck exercise. Yeah. Oh, Tiny Devil, thank you for that. Okay. Rescuing me. Thank you. Ooh, and Blades, thank you for approving all those rewards. I just went to go do that myself. I saw they're already done. You're already so on top of it. Thank you. Okay. I think this is gonna be largely it for today. Let's start planning out tomorrow. Tomorrow's the last day. It's Saturday. This is the end. This is this time. So we've gone through, we've done graphics, we've done audio. Yeah, we haven't done any ambient soundtracks. No ambient, no ambiance. Goodness, I can say words. So it would be good to throw in a quick little sort of sense of ambiance. Quantic with the raid. Hello, Quantic. How are you today? Welcome on in. What were you up to today? I saw you put out a video on the bazaar. I've got it loaded up right here. I'm going to watch that as soon as we're done here today. Shadow Muffin, hello. How are you? We are working on our Game Jam submission for Fox Hollow Jam 3, so we're making a game within 9 days. Dark Doombringer and I, who's a longtime friend of the channel, longtime friend of myself, and this is our game that we're building. It is a, thank you for the follow. It is an extraction platformer where you're trying to gather up all of these colored orbs in order to bring color into the world, while also being chased by good old Rutherford over here. You can see right there. He's going to be chasing you down, trying to stop you from getting them, and you're bringing them back and bringing color into the world. So that's what we're up to. Doing more Slay the Princess. That's right. I saw that earlier. That's awesome. Very cool. You're doing well. I'm glad to hear it, Shadow Muffin. Doing very well. Yeah, just making a lot of progress on this. Not as much as we were hoping for. We're going through our kind of roadmap and saying, where do we maybe fall behind? I think we can probably get like an ambient soundtrack and a chase soundtrack in without too much effort tomorrow. Bug fixes may have to wait. We've kind of been working on balance the whole time, so I'm gonna get myself like a little squiggly check mark on that one. That goes the Game Jam, and we're going well. Rutherford B. Hayes. Yes. You didn't know this, but the 19th president of the United States never actually died. That's what he is now. Is it too late for spooky stories? It's Thanksgiving time. I don't know. And then we need to do the submission, and we need to do, we need to build in, we need to do the actual UI, because the UI has not been done yet. So we need to do the UI. We need to do, ending. We need to make an ending for it. And what else? What are, it would be good to get, these two things done. And then, if possible, as a stretch goal, different ambience per color would be great. You became a spooky mutant monster man. That's what happens if you don't die. Yeah. Easter egg. Yeah. We'll just hide that outside of the level. Put a little bit of a history there. For those of you who don't know, Rutherford B. Hayes never died and turned into a giant monster that eats color. So there you go. Don't forget in the collectible card game. Yeah, by the way, if none of you have played Scholar of the Arcane Arts, Endo is the developer. It's a wild ride. If you're a fan of roguelites, especially like action roguelites, This, with a lot of synergies and busted build simulators, this is your jam. It is criminally underrepresented. It has a 1.0 release that's coming out soon. We've talked about this with Endo all the time, and he agrees with me. This is not some new thing. I'm not trying to razz on him. I think the visuals turn people off. This thumbnail, this capsule art, people see this and they're like, oh, it doesn't, it's not good. It's actually really freaking good. And I say that as someone who's highly critical in my analysis of games. The only thing I really critique here is UI and art, but the systems underlying this are freaking awesome. And it's all about spell combos. You like throw a fireball into a puddle and that makes bubbles that trap enemies. And then those bubbles get hit by lightning and they, explode and all sorts of weird, crazy things. It's all about combining spells and creating these huge busted combos that you're seeing over there. Absolutely rad. Very cool. Also, it has a hidden collectible card game. It is, what, $4? 1.0 is coming just around the corner. It's really good. It's really good. I don't know what else to say about it. If you haven't played it yet, you definitely should. Beauty is skin deep. Yes, indeed. Indeed. Yeah. So yeah, with that 1.0, do we have a release date yet, Endo? Or is that still being decided on by your publisher? Oh, likewise. Likewise. And if we can get all this done, I think it'll be okay. It would also be nice, once again, another stretch goal would be like a standing up sound on game launch. So right now, when we run the game, it's all in the publisher's hands now. Sounds good. All right. Well, when you know and you're allowed to talk about it, we want to hear it because we want to be pumping that up. If we start the game here, you can see what I'm talking about. We go to our player, and they are standing up. So I want some sort of like standing up and go, right? That would be a nice little way to intro people into the experience. It's a little bit weird, a little bit shaky right now, as is, but that's fine. It's been a solid year since I last programmed anything, but I'm thinking about starting it up again to get some API integrations between my Pixels dice that finally showed up and Roll20. Nice! That's super cool. Mothman, cheers. Thank you for the hydrate. That's super rad. That is super duper rad. I love that. I want to see what you make. I know you're a big D&D dude. So I want to see what you produce. I've seen those, and I've seen people people have sent them to me saying, "Have you seen this?" Like, yes, of course I've seen it, and it's awesome. But I don't know what I would do with it. I mean, other than making cool effects, like if you roll a 20 or a 1, right? That'd be cool. But anyways, this is our game plan for tomorrow. Oh, I think we can do this. I think this is possible. The ending is the big question mark. We got to figure out like what that ending is. It would be good if, I don't know, maybe we can even go as simple as like blow up monsters and turn player into a rainbow. And then you can just run around the levels. Oh, and turn off radiation. Like it could be as simple as that. And there's no like explicit, hooray, you did it message, but just like a boom, we're in this state now. Congratulations. You probably want some special music to say hooray or whatever. Maybe a little, just a confirmation window to say you're done. Could do that. Could maybe do that. Let's see. Currently have an AI voice say when I roll a 1 alongside flashing red lights. That's been my favorite so far. That's hilarious. What time are you popping on tomorrow? I'd love to see this come together. I don't know. And no, I'm not going to lie. It's probably going to be a fairly long stream tomorrow. But I don't have a confirmed, because we normally don't stream on Saturdays. So it's going to be kind of like as soon as I get the family all squared away and we're ready, that's probably when we'll be on. So, yeah. I apologize that I don't have a better answer than that. Looking into getting custom sounds. I want a Final Fantasy VII victory music to play on an At20. That's da 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 da. That's great. I didn't know they had speakers. I thought it was just lights. That's rad. Okay. Great. We're an hour past when we normally stream to. We got a lot done today. I think we deserve a little bit of a soft outro. Should we do a soft outro? Instead of just a hard, like, hey, we're done, we're gonna raid. The kids are at the grandparents'. Seems like things are kind of stable right now. This would be a great opportunity. Great opportunity to play some Bazaar. I'd like to play the Bazaar with you all. You're welcome to join me. It is just lights, but you can have it play stuff on your phone. Oh, very cool. That's awesome. Very cool, Quantic. We talked about the horrible UX in this earlier. I don't know, Quantic, if you've earned a treasure chest in this yet. The way you open it is absolutely absurd. It's like a treasure chest to have all of your like microtransaction stuff, like your skins and everything. You think that would be really easy to do. You might say, well, maybe the collection pops up and you're like, well, this is all just empty. I don't know. Back. And then maybe it's in the Bazaar. No, that doesn't do anything. Up here. No, you can't click on that. Oops, move the screen. Up here. No, that you can't click on that. Okay, maybe play. What's in here? No, this is like determining like cosmetics of things. That's not what we're looking for. In here? No, that's my category of play that we're in. Well, geez, what do? I had to Google this. And even after Googling it, it took forever to like figure it out. You come in here to collections, a place we have been to previously, and you click on the treasure chest icon. Unfortunately, there's nothing here because this is the wrong treasure chest icon. You go up here and then you get your treasure chests and they pop out here. They're over here in like this roulette wheel. And you don't just click on them. You don't just click on them. And you can like slide them up and down. It does nothing. You have to click and drag the treasure chest onto the podium. And then it can open. I mean, it's so bizarre how hard they make you work to open those flippin' treasure chests. So anyways, there we go. I'm so incredibly terrible at the Bazaar. Gotta see what you do different. Oh, dude, no, I'm bad. You don't want to look to me. Go watch Retromation. I don't know how that dude is such a god at games, but that's who you learn from. A dev who grinds all day deserves the game. Well, thank you, Endo. I actually am feeling a little guilty, so that's nice to hear. Thank you. Especially considering it costs money to enter tournaments, you'd think that they'd get the dopamine rush correct. Yeah, right? In fact, you had to Google how to get the dopamine. So yes, and I'm not the only one either. It should be front and center. Yes, absolutely. It's so bizarre. All right, let's go ahead and do a ranked run. I'm trying to get a 10-win run with Pygmalion. I have yet to get a 10-win run with Pygmalion. I've gotten like to 8 wins. Haven't managed to get all 10 yet. I'm gonna kind of mess with the audio levels a little bit. Let me know if the game is too quiet now. So for those of you who don't know, the Bazaar is, we'll go ahead and change our category here. The Bazaar. Sure. Done. Okay. After playing like 10 runs of the Bazaar, I truly don't understand how Retromation not only won on his first attempt, but every attempt afterwards due to him. He really is. He is... I genuinely don't understand how his brain processes things. Because that happens with nearly every single game that he plays. And I don't know what the secret formula is that he has. I gotta figure it out. So the Bazaar is an auto-battling, think Super Auto Pets or Backpack Battles, and that's gonna get you pretty close. It's like Backpack Battles remixed with Super Auto Pets, but then with this really interesting Hearthstone-style board and a Slay the Spire-y type of route choice between each fight. It's really interesting. You'll see as we dive into it. His luck is also off the charts too. I almost never find upgrades for the items I'm trying to keep in the game. Yes! This is my big nemesis in games like this, is being able to pivot from your build idea when you have to. And I do think that is something that Retro does really well, and it's a skill set that I am really bad at. I don't know if it's my ADHD brain or what, but once I have an idea of like, this is what I'm trying to accomplish, that's what I want to accomplish. I don't want to go do something else halfway through. All right, Pygmalion's Loft. So we get to choose an item and a skill to start off with here. So we have laser security system. Every 8 seconds, you following this? Every 8 seconds, it will deal 10 damage. And whenever any of your items that has the tag property is used, it will scale by 20 damage. It will gain 20 damage for the rest of the fight. Big same, dude. I feel the exact same way. Yeah. It's a tough skill for me. So this is cool. This will scale up when properties are used by us or the enemy. Golf clubs deal 20 damage. When you heal, this gains 20 damage for the fight, which is also really cool if you can pair it with stuff like this. The Uwashiwali bird, which is every 4 seconds, heal 15, but +2 multicast for each property you have. So if you have like 2 properties on here, this is going to cast 5 times every time it triggers, which all of a sudden golf club starts to grow by 100 damage every single time. You could start to see how these things start to synergize. We've talked about how crazy good the item design is for this game. I've tried to make a lot of golf clubs work, and I've seen them work incredibly well. I have yet to pull it off. So I'm actually going to go laser security system, because I like the idea of a small in space, because we're going to have to slot this onto our board here. That's where the backpack battle side of it comes in. Something that's small that can also scale really hard. That's what I'm kind of interested in trying that out. We do have ads starting in about 20 seconds, by the way. We're probably going to power right through them, unfortunately. Normally we pause for the ads, or kind of at the end of the stream here. I kind of want to just get this run through and move on from that. They should add an asynchronous 1v1 mode for this that you can play with your friends. Probably wouldn't take much to change, just fix the player battles to whatever stage your friend was at the point in time. You know, that would move it a lot closer to like Mechabellum, right? All of a sudden we'd have Mechabellum in this, which I think would also be very interesting. But it would definitely be a different style of meta and game and everything. Oops, I picked something I didn't mean to. Your rightmost weapon has +24 damage. You know what? That's actually probably a good one for us. We gaming. Going through ads makes sense? Sure, yeah. I don't like to, but, you know, we'll do what we have to. So this was the Slay the Spire style, like, choose your route. So I chose a store to go to here, which has a particular type of items. They cost here. This is our gold that we currently have. So we have the Salamander Pup. This is burning. We don't really want to do burning. Our character doesn't do burn very well. When you sell the coconut, gain 10 max health. So we could maybe do that. Deal 8 damage. This deals double crit damage. Freeze this for 2 seconds. When any item is frozen, gain 15 shield. That's kind of interesting. Need to watch a review of this game. It seems to be very popular right now, and I have no idea how anything works. It's really cool. I really like it. The basic idea is you slot your items in. Think backpack battles. Are you familiar with backpack battles? If you have that mental model, you're like 90% of the way there. This is your backpack. You are slotting your items in there. They will automatically use themselves on cooldown. That's it. And the whole thing is building synergies into each other. Leftmost item gains crit chance. That could be good. Deals double crit damage. Why don't we go ahead and buy these two?
Sitting there 20 years, waiting for you.
Your leftmost item will gain plus 5% crit chance. So this, our laser security system now has 5% crit chance, which has a lower cooldown. Oh, Rune Axe. So we kind of want the Rune Axe to get our skill here. Our rightmost weapon has plus 24 damage, because it's going to trigger just a little bit more often than the laser security system. And we don't have any properties to scale the system up. So it's slightly dead weight right now. I will say your ability to win goes up dramatically if you know generally what each location offers. Yes. And what each monster offers. That's another thing. When you beat a monster, which is not another player, you go through several fights with monsters and then fight a player. And that kind of repeats. When you beat a monster, you get to, Pog rules, you get to take something from them. So if you can remember what items they have, you're going to be able to pick the things that are more fully going to support your build, right? So let's go to Fanged Inglet here. I don't really remember what this is, but he'll probably give us some damage or a pelt, which we can sell for money, which is great. So he has 150 health. We have 300. Our items are being used on cooldown. You can see the cooldown being represented here with good visual effects. the masking of the kind of black overlay in the background to communicate this is the uncharged portion. Really effective visual communication. You've inspired me to do a run alongside you. Right on. Fill us in on your triumphs. It's an auto battler. Yes, Woolen. 100%. It's an auto battler. All right. So we beat the puppy. It was a bad puppy. It wasn't a good one. And we now get to claim a pelt. So we can sell that for 2 gold. All right. Get a small heal item, sells skills, sells small and medium items. We might be able to find properties in medium-sized items. There's no properties in small, but we might find them in medium. Property is not like an attribute in this game. Property is like a location, like a physical property, like a house. So that's why it's going to be big. We're going to go ahead and sell the pelt, get that gold. We could get the Addle, deal 20 damage. This item's cooldown is reduced by 1% for every 2 damage it does. That's kind of interesting. I've never really used the Addle. Why don't we go for that? So it's getting our buff now. So it's going to, when it attacks. Oh, wait. So before it was at a 10-second cooldown, or a 9-second cooldown. Now that it's doing 44, it's at a 7.8-second cooldown. So getting that damage up on that is now going to make it attack almost as fast as the rune axes. It's kind of fun. You can try that. Addle is busted. Okay. Got a pinata. When you sell this, you get 3 chocolate bars. We can do silk. We can do tusked helm. None of these are really what we're looking for. So we'll go ahead and pass. Sells medium items. Darn it. That's probably where this would have been a better store to have gone to, probably. You find an abandoned chest that can either give us gold and experience, which will gives us health upgrades. It also makes our board bigger, so we can put more things down. Or we can get a smaller or medium item from that. And then we can get 3 spare change, which is 3 items that you can just sell for cheap. Let's go treasure chest. I'm going to go for the experience. I want to get a big, wide board as fast as possible because properties are really big. So if we're wanting to scale off of the lasers, we really need to get a big, wide board. So this guy's going for a very defensive build. He has this, which is going to shield him and heal him equal to his shield. This is going to give shield whenever any adjacent item is used. And then this will trigger twice when it triggers, which is 5 damage and 5 shield. So he may actually win us here. I don't think we have enough damage to outpace his shielding. And we don't have any way to scale up. So you can see this line coming in. When these meet in the middle, it's going to start overtime. And we're going to start dropping in health dramatically. I did not have enough damage to beat his shielding, so he's going to win. He didn't have to, like, the damage he dealt to me was nothing. But he out-survived me. And I think that's a really compelling design decision. That blasts open the play space. If they didn't have that, then all this game would be about is damage races. But because they have that overtime mechanic, now all sorts of different builds are available. Got slaughtered by my first player, by the way. Not even close. Well, you know, here we go. Is there anything you can do during the fights? No, it's all automated. There's no active involvement in the fights. It's all about the decisions you make leading up to it. So we can get 5 spare change, which is like 5 money. We can get 2 spare change and then upgrade them to another level. Or we can gain 2 income. We're going to gain 2 income. So we're on day 2 now. So we had a fight with a player. We move into a new day. We can buy skills. These are your like relics from Slay the Spire, right? These are your passives. Or we can buy some weapons. We could go here searching for ways to upgrade these. I don't think that's going to be the best use of our time. We could get chocolate bars. Chocolate bars are going to... we can sell them to gain health. Losing doesn't end the game. No. So you have 20 health. When you lose a fight, you lose health, or prestige as they call it, equal to the day. So if you're on day 1, like we were, you lose 1 prestige. If you're on day 10, you lose 10 prestige. You have until you get to 0 to get as many victories as you can. If you get 10 victories, you get a big gold celebration, right? Big treasure chest. And then the breakpoints are 4, 7, and 10. Bronze, silver, and gold, respectively. One other really cool design thing they do, when your prestige goes down to 0 for the first time, you heal for 1, and you get a really big boon. Like a really big, like gain 20 gold. Or is it like 50 gold? I don't know. It's something absurd. Or get like a max level item, or, you know, some crazy thing. It really helps you feel like you can still be in this game even when you're not performing well, because there's that big boon that might put you over the edge. I don't really want to spend all of our money this early on things that we're not incredibly excited about. Let's just go for the chocolate bars. So we're going to move this into our treasure chest. Tools, aid the convoys in navigating the dangerous mountain pass, or get an item. Let's aid the convoys. Diamond level item, an enchantment, which is like a adding an extra attribute on top of something, right? On top of an item. Or a bunch of gold. And I think it also has experience in it. Yeah. So we can gain 2 income at the price of 1. That might be good. Risky, anything could happen here. Gain 5 gold, or gain 2 gold and an experience. We're kind of at the beginning of the level. I don't really want to rush experience right now. Let's gain some extra income. This character has a lot of stuff that can kind of tie in to income. So like shield equal to your income, stuff like that. Let's fight this Tent City Mare. So he does have a property. That's what I was hoping for. We really want to get this, because this will start letting our laser security system scale up. So when he triggers this, you'll see our security system actually gets buffed. It's not. When any properties, I wonder if that's a bug. There is this report bug button in the corner. We have found some bugs. It's worth mentioning. So it could just be a bug. This should be scaling, though, because this is a property. It's being used, and it doesn't say my properties. It just says when any property. It's okay. We still win in any case. Oh, we draw? I've never seen a draw. How does it handle this? Victory! Yay! Oh, darn it. It gave us the dog. All right, the dog is cool. It does damage, and when you sell a small item, it gains 6 damage. So it has some, like, scaling. It encourages you to buy a lot of stuff and sell a lot of stuff. For example, these chocolate bars that we have, now when we sell them, the dog will gain damage. I think the idea is that you're, like, throwing the small items to him, like he's got, like, the bone in his mouth. Don't feed chocolate bars to dogs. Do not follow what this game is telling you to do, but I think that's kind of the intention. Sells items. He's a hungry puppers. Yeah.
And sometimes I sell stuff.
I don't know. I'm not loving any of these. The yo-yo is kind of cool. When you use an adjacent item, use this, but it kind of sucks. Pepper spray, deal 5 damage, and the first time you fall below half health each fight, slow all enemy items for a second, so they'll charge at half speed. I'm not really feeling any of these. We have another day, but I think that other day is just a, I think it's going to be a monster fight. So I'm going to re-roll this. Addle. So now we're going to level this up, which is great. So it's going to go from 20 to 40 native damage. Our cooldown was at 7.8. When we buy this, it will now be 6.8. We shaved a full second off with that upgrade. That's so big. Jabalian Longbow. This has +1 multicast if you have more health than your enemy. That's interesting. It does 20 damage. I mean, that's definitely better than the dog right now. We're going to put that in.
If that doesn't work out for you, come back for a refund.
All right. Cool. Thanks, Mr. Parrot Man. We can buy experience for the right price. I don't think we have quite enough money to do that. Sells medium items, 3 regen. Could sell the dog. Is that awful? I don't think we're going to really be able to make much work with the dog. Monster. All right, fine. We'll go to the medium store, even though we have, like, no money. Yeah, no, we're not really feeling any of these. None of these are properties. None of these are going to buff things up.
someone else
All right.
finds it. It all works out.
So my question is it going to be worth it to sell this rune axe? Because when we sell that, all of our other weapons gain a damage. So we get 2, 3, 4. Would that 4 damage across the 3 items triggering be better than its 10 damage every second? It probably would be. It probably would be. It would probably work out to a net positive. What's the point of chocolate? When you sell it, you gain max health. And the higher level the chocolate bar is, the more the max health is that you gain. Does that answer the question, Woland? 10 more per level, yeah. So we can go up to what? Bronze, silver, diamond, gold. So go up to 40? Super useful, yeah. Then why am I not selling it? It's a good question. I could. I totally could sell it. There are also things you can do. There are items that you can grab that will... this is a property too, and it's not triggering my security system. This is weird. There are items that you can have that will trigger abilities based on if you sell things. There are also ways that you can upgrade your chocolate bars. So like this character that I'm playing, Pygmalion, one of his level up abilities is like gain 2 chocolate bars and level up all of the chocolate bars that you have, right? Yeah, this is not going very well for us. If you have a property, gain additional 2 income. We don't have a property. I've been trying. I've been working at finding a property. Let's get 5 chocolate bars or gumballs. Yeah. So like, I totally could. I could have gone for those short-term games, and it would have been a perfectly viable strategy. I'm just holding out to see if we get anything else. All right, let's check out the tool store. I don't know. I'm not really... Cash register is good at the start of each day. Get 3 spare change. Those are small items that we can sell. And that would buff up our dog. That's worth considering. Your weapons gain 5 damage for the rest of the fight. When you heal while at max health, charge this a second. Oh, wow. That's interesting. I think we do go for the cash register. Let's sell these gumballs. These gumballs are similar to chocolate. When you sell it, you get some kind of small benefit. So you can see our dog is now at 35 damage. Now is it 42? Are the weights worth it? Your weapons gain 5 damage every 5 seconds. We need some form of scaling. We don't have any scaling yet. So let's go ahead and get that. And I wouldn't mind that hatchet either. When you buy this, get a spare change. I could sell the laser system. Seems like it's not really triggering the way that it should. Yeah, let's do it. That may be a really dumb decision. But, all right. Get a small tool. Let's go ahead and do that because the others require money, of which we have none. So we have the loop. Your small items have +1 sell value. Now it's worth noting, this works in your backpack. So now all of these chocolate bars not only give me health, they're also going to give me money. That's a big, big gain. Let's go ahead and go into a silver level fight. Let's do a bronze level fight. I've made it to day 4 with no wins. Hey, I'm at day 3 with no wins. On a ranked mode. Here's hoping we can beat a bronze level bad guy. I don't think we're going to really want anything that he has, but if we can just win something, that would be great. I don't think we're going to win. Oh my gosh, that was the weakest guy. Oh no. This is not going well. So another thing I really like about how they handle the health is you take damage equal to the days. So earlier on, it's really accommodating for kind of bad builds, right? You don't have to go really strong early on. You don't have to know which items are like the cool things to get. in order for you to be able to play the game. So I'm going to sell this hatchet because our dog is kind of starting to pop off. He's at 72 damage. Not bad. I'm going to get 3 bronze tier chocolate bars. We could get a shield item, find an abandoned chest, or sells small items, which our dog does like. I don't know. I think we go for an abandoned chest. Golden experience. Oh man, we're probably gonna lose this fight again. We're hot on your heels here, Quantic. Okay, so this is a really heavy damage build. So we've got a katana, which attacks super fast. We have a grenade, which is gonna blast us. It didn't get a crit. That's good. Dog, go get him. Addle, go. Bow, go. Okay, we're kind of winning the damage race. No! Oh, we were so close. 13. I traded my kingdom for a water wheel. Oh, that was so tragic. Let's... Oh, we have so much money now. Sells non-weapon items. Let's see what we can find here. There's a property. So this is an interesting one. The money tree. When you level up, get a spare change, and when you sell a spare change, this gains plus 10 heal. There's also a property, and it heals. So if we heal when we're at full health, we charge the weights up. We skip a second of their charge. Pretty cool. It might be worth... Because this is going to feed us a lot of spare change, which we sell to improve the dog. This is probably a dumb idea. But I'm going to go for it. I'm going to sell some of these chocolate bars, move... I'm going to sell the longbow and move the addle in. So our dog is now at 100 damage. We're going to move the money tree in. And then we can sell this spare change and buff up both of these. So now the money tree is healing for 30. I'm going to re-roll this. Good. This is what I was looking for. Some sort of multicast healing. This is exactly what we were hoping for. So now if I'm at full health, which is probably not going to happen because our heals are not all that strong yet, but we are getting scaling from the weights. But when we heal at full health, this is going to charge for an extra second, which is going to increase all of our scaling. So that's going to be really good. We definitely need to start leveling things up. They're all bronze, which is not good. Now we have some options here. We can gain an economy item, which will like feed us money. We can get a heal item, or we can gain 2 income, and if we have at least 25 gold, gain an additional 2. This is another reason why it might be good to hold off on selling things until you're ready for it. I'm at 22 gold right now, so I'm 3 short of getting that. But I can sell a spare change and a chocolate bar. Now all of a sudden, I can get plus 4 income from that. We have the weights as a tool. Oh, 3 spare change. Oh, dude, that's so OP with this. So we got 3 spare change, which we can sell. Sell. So now that tree that started off with 10 healing is now up to 70 healing. Got your first player win. Let's freaking go. Absolutely. Big congrats. And we leveled up, so we actually have enough space to throw the addle back on the scene. Our dog's at 126 damage. Our addle is back on. Feeling good. I don't want to push too hard. We're going to go to the Outlands Dervish. We're going to see what we can actually make happen here. You have money sells for gold? I'd definitely take that. I wish it would count as a lucky coin. Something this game desperately needs to do is let you know which items work inside your inventory and which need to be on your board. Yes, hard agree. Because like our loop works in the inventory, but it doesn't mention that. Ooh, and we just charged up our weights real big. Oh, look at that. Awesome. So that was our build kind of starting to come online. That's what we're looking for. Bar of gold. I'll take that. 5 extra monies. Let's do Aerodrome. You can travel almost anywhere. Infinite rerolls. So we can re-roll this shop if we don't like the shop that we got. Don't want that. Don't want that. Eating contest for chocolate bars? Sure. Getting extra life is going to be really good for us. So we'll get 5 gold tier chocolate bars. Look at them. We can get more chocolate bars. Do we get more chocolate bars? We could go for medium. We have 3 medium items. This would probably be the smarter choice. Less Mimi, but smarter. Higher chances of getting something to upgrade. Son of a biscuit. Oh, man. We could go Snow Globe. We could swap Snow Globe out for the Addle Addle. Freeze an item for 1 second. This has +1 multicast for each adjacent property. So this would freeze 2 items. Freeze completely pauses cooldowns. How do we go for that? Let's sell some of these chocolate bars. We'll sell the lower ranked ones first. Move the Addle Addle back into the inventory. And then buy the Snow Globe. We slide it over here next to the tree. And now it has multicast. Fox just feeding dogs chocolate. Listen, does that look like a normal dog to you? That's clearly some sort of like electro-elemental hellhound. I think they can process things. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Chin Dragosa. Still a good dog, absolutely, for whatever its lifespan remaining is. Not because of the chocolate, just because dogs don't live that long. He's going for a full survival build. We're going to be charging up like crazy. He does 0 damage to me. We're going to be healing all the time at full, which is going to scale our stuff up like crazy. I think we win this. It's faux chocolate. Doge will be fine. Somehow that's worse. Yeah, look at our dog. We're at over 200 damage here. So he's got a lot of shield and a lot of heal, but I think our scaling is going to make us come out the victor, I hope. Ooh, I don't know. It looks like he has scaling too. How is he scaling? Banjo. Ooh, that actually might be a problem for us. This is going to be a long time here. Oh, no! We were so close again! Oh, God, this is going horribly. But you can see we're kind of starting to come online here. Oh, I was so confident about that. Gain 25 max health per level. 100 isn't a lot. Let's work at the docks. Oh no, we got a timeout. That happens to me all the time for some reason. I don't know if that happens to you, Quantic. But at least 3 times during each run, it will just randomly disconnect me. All right. Oh, when we started a new day and we didn't get our spare change. Bummer. I floated too much in the inventory. That's a major bummer. Let's work at the docks. This is going to give us some money and some sort of item. Let's look for a tool. Pendulum. Adjacent items have plus 20% crit chance when you crit. Hasten item for 2 seconds. That sounds really cool. It's not what we're looking for, so we'll just auto sell that. Properties gain 3 value. A lot of properties scale off of their value. Leftmost item gains 3 value, or let's get an economy on it. It happens sometimes. Hoping we'll be fixed up before the open beta, or it's going to be much worse. Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. Cargo shorts. When you buy, sell, or upgrade this, get a candy and a spare change. So we need to get some space in here before buying the cargo shorts, which is such a hilarious item. So now we have a gumball, sell that, get some max health, and we can sell spare change for gold, which also levels up our money tree and our dog. Could go for more chocolate bars, sell small and medium items. Let's go for that. I really need to hunt for like some upgrades here. We got a dog upgrade. Oh, we got a safe. I'm going to tell you why that safe is cool. So now the dog, instead of scaling by 6 every time we sell something, is scaling by 9. Now the safe is awesome. When you sell this, get 3 spare change. So we're going to do that. And now, everything is a whole heck of a lot stronger. All right. You buy, sell, or upgrade this. I really want to upgrade it. Really want upgrades for the cargo shorts. We're going to go bronze again, just because I want the rewards more than I want like something specific on a board. And the success that we've been having is fairly limited. Okay. Oh, big frost there. Can I frost anything other than those? Doesn't look like it. So it's not going to let me frost the stuff that doesn't do anything. That's good. Yeah, we're crushing this. This is great. GG.
Believe you'll win, and you'll win.
Diamond pelt sells for 8 gold. Yeah, I'll take that. Buy experience? Let's buy experience. Because the leveling up is going to give us money tree stuff. So, go ahead and buy that. And then sells medium items. Yes. Another safe. Yes. Sell. Sell, sell, sell. And then we can refresh, because we got a ton of money. We're flush with cash. We can upgrade our cash register. Excuse me. Got really excited there. So now the spare change we're going to be getting is gold spare change, which is just another value. It's 1 more penny's worth. Let's see. Let's keep going. Get 5 spare change. Upgrade your leftmost weapon, which would be the dog. Or get a tool. Get upgrade dog to gold. Or to diamond. I think we gotta go spare change, because it's gonna level up our money tree a bunch. So we're gonna make some space. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can sell this. Get 5 spare change. And then sell, 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 sell. Now our money tree is doing 210. Our dog is hitting for 333. Let's go get Gigantor over here.
My fight isn't with you, but if you insist.
Okay, so she's going weird build. So we've got burn, we have poison, we have scaling up their weaponry. But oh yeah, pup just like did more than half their damage in one go. Hey, there's our first player win on day 5. All right, we got a dubs. Everything's fine. From here on out, we're just going to be winning. You don't need to worry as long as you just win. So there's our gold spare change. Keep on scaling up. Sells non-weapon items. Let's do that. I really want to get a stronger tree.
Leave with big bargains.
It's not really helpful for us. Yeah, I know. That was a bummer of a store.
Comes from a negative place.
Could do chocolate bars. It's probably the best route to go. Get some more scaling on the dog at least. So grab all those gold tiers. Get some health ups. Let's go for a silver. I'm feeling a little frisky. We've had some successes. Let's see what we can make happen here against the trash golem. Oh my goodness, they've got all sorts of crazy stuff. We really need to scale up our bird too. It's at 5 multicast. Oh, we could slide this over and it would be at 7. No. +2 multicast for each property you have. It doesn't matter if it's adjacent to it or not. Okay, great. I think we win though. Got him. Silver monster dead. Great. So what are we gonna get here? We got the powder keg. Not really helpful for us, but that's fine. We can sell it. We have 83 gold, which is just an outrageous amount of gold. Let's go to the sell small items. Brass knuckles for 30 damage. I don't think that's gonna really help us. Rewards card. When you visit a merchant, this item and the item to the left of this gain 3 values. You could like throw that on something that you're going to sell anyways, or anything that scales off of value. Unfortunately, none of these are really going to be helpful for us.
Something big and ugly, go see Pole.
Let's go to JJ. We could buy experience, but I'm really feeling a need to get our board upgraded. You use a property, freeze an item 1 second. Will this work in my inventory is my question. Let's grab that and see if we can notice it during the next fight. Here's a Jabalian drum. When you use a weapon, your weapons gain 1 damage for the fight. When you use a weapon, haste it for a second. Oh, that sounds very cool. And the pinata, sell this for 3 chocolate bars. Let's do that.
That doesn't work out for you. Come back.
So we sell it, and then we get some scaling for our dog, which is now at over 400 attack. You know what? Let's even buy this security system and sell it, because it's a small item. It'll buff our dog up. Gain 2 income. If you have a property, gain an additional 2 income. Gain 7 gold for each property you have. Get a tool. Let's just go for the income. I mean, it's such a stretch to think we're going to get weights just randomly when there's such a big pool to pull on.
Boring.
What have you got here? So you're going for a very heavy shield build. So every time he's shielding, he's going to be dealing damage to us. So he's a very defensive build. The question is, will we outscale his shielding? Not looking good, dude. Not looking good. Endo, what's boring? What's boring? This is not looking good. We need to get our weights better or find a better way to scale. Because we are not keeping up with anyone. The shopkeeper screamed that. Okay. Shoot. Yeah, no, we're getting wrecked. We did not keep up at all. Brutal. Brutal, brutal. Even though our dog is, I mean, he's getting ripped. 400 damage dog. My dogs in real life probably do like -5 damage. I'd hate to meet that dog in an alley.
I'll show you what I learned.
Oh, this is not going the way we want it to. Large items, we could try and hunt for a money tree. I mean, really, the weights and the snow globe could be expendable. We don't really need them. So we do technically have like some space for a large item.
This is talking.
And let's go ahead and sell our big spare change. I don't think I noticed the booby trap working. I don't think it works when it's in your inventory. Heal equal to 4% of your max health. When you heal, gain 5 max health for the fight. Shield equal to this item's value. When you sell an item, this gains 1 value. You have increased max health equal to 10 times this item's value. Interesting. That does kind of work for us, actually. The problem is we really need better healing. Like if we sell this and bring these guys in, we could buy you.
Coins are like dust in my palm. But thank you.
Oh, we got an upgraded tree! Oh, that's huge. Oh, that's so huge.
But Tiny Andy says that's
So now, yeah, see, that's the big deal. Getting that higher up, like if we had this at a silver to start with, we'd probably have like a 500 heal right now. Oh, that's so tragic. Sells items with a high chance of upgrades. What have you got for me? Shoot. I don't know, dude. I don't think we have the ability for weights to really accomplish much right now. I'm gonna sell it. Which feels really bad, but I don't know. I just don't see a route forward with the weights. Let's go mid again. So this is an example of something we really want to start increasing its value heavily, because it's scaling our health based off of that. And in fact, this Uwashiwali bird is now kind of redundant without the weights, because we don't really care about healing while we're at full health anymore. So that kind of opens up a 2 square space for us. I mean, we're definitely not concerned about this guy at all. Our heals massively outpaced him. So what are we going to get here? Oh, we got a skill. When you crit, haste an item for a second, which is a bummer because we don't really do any crits. Could do more chocolate bars. Get a small non-weapon. Let's just get a small non-weapon item. Heal equal to your gold. That's not a bad heal. That is not a bad heal. Let's go to Kina. You sell non-weapon items. We have so much money. Shipment. When you sell this, get 3 small items from any hero. Okay. So we're going to go for the pinata. And there's another weight, of course. We're going to sell the chocolate bars. We're going to buy the shipment. And then we're going to sell it. Hydrate. Thank you so much, Endo. What are these small items we got? So adjacent items gain 6% crit chance for the fight every 3 seconds. When you crit, haste an item for a second. Polygon with the raid. How are you doing, Polygon Pilgrimage? Welcome in. So good to see you. How are your projects going? Mothman, add a hat. You got. I'm surprised we still have hat redeemed. Okay. Oh. Where are they? Where are all the rest of my hats? We got the black toque. There's the black toque. It was hidden amongst the debris of a previous hat tower. We fixed a few things and worked on our hub level. Very nice, Polygon. That's awesome. That was the last one. Okay, there we go. We were working on our Game Jam submission for Fox Hollow Jam 3. Made some decent progress, and then decided to kind of close the day out with a round of the Bazaar. And we're talking about the design and a lot of stuff that is really good about the Bazaar, and as well as a couple of really weird blunders that they've made. So we're having a grand old time. So welcome in, everyone. If you're unfamiliar with the Bazaar, it is an auto battler. So this is like backpack battles or super auto pets, right? So here's my backpack, essentially, with all the stuff in it. And like treasure chests, yes. And these are going to just use their abilities on cooldown. And we are trying to build the most synergistic thing that we can. We've been talking about like item synergy design, talking about UX, and how it does a lot of really interesting things with having you fight monsters in between fighting players and how they handle health. I mean, there's just a lot of really clever design in this game. So welcome on in, everyone. Haste all of your items for 6 seconds, but this has ammo, so you can only use it once unless you give it more ammo. I'm going to go ahead and sell these two. I'm going to put the Uwashawali bird here, and then put this in. So ideally, this is going to start making these guys start critting like crazy. And then when those start critting, we start getting reduced cooldowns. That's the hope. The start of each day, get 3 chocolate bars or spare changes. Goodness. I'm not convinced this Uwashawali bird is really doing it for us. In fact, if we found a new one, it would probably be gold level. Unless we have it in our inventory, and then it'll give us a bronze one to level it up. So probably just selling it is the best call. Plus 75% max health. Does that work in my inventory? I don't think so. Let's just go ahead and move in. Leftmost item gains 3 value. Yeah, that's really good. Let's do that. So that's now at 20 value, which is increasing our redemption. Polygon with the gift sub. Thank you so much. By the way, oh goodness. I'm always forgetting the shout outs. Go follow Polygon Pilgrimage if you're not. He's building a really, really cool kind of homage to old collectathon platformers. You know, Banjo-Kazooie and the like. Is the title of the game Made with Friends or Making Friends, right? So if you're familiar with the story of like the elves and the shoe cobbler, it's kind of that idea, right? So this construction crew goes to sleep. They're not going to be able to make their project. In come these sentient building friends. Thank you. Building friends. Sentient construction tools that come in and get all the work done. They all have great personalities and puns for names. It's great. It's lovely. Alamod, so good to see you. Welcome. Take care, Polygon. I hope you have a great rest. And we're rooting for you. We're rooting for building friends to be making some cool waves here soon. So get some rest. You've earned it. All right, here's a player fight. Very nervous about this. You're very welcome, Polygon. Very welcome.
We're out to dethrone a king, not to squabble with.
I don't know if we've scaled up enough. Oh, that's a lot of damage on their board. This is not looking good. Not looking good. We need a heal crit. We need a crit heal. If we can out heal, we just need one more dog. One more dog and we win. We did it! The gumballs have failed me in my time of need. Shoot. We actually got another win! Hooray! Thank you, dog. Thank you, tree. I don't think we got a single crit that round, so this was a little bit not helpful. Bronze tier junk items. I mean, that sounds terrible, but these bronze tier junk items have a lot of, like, if you sell this, give all of your items this thing. So it's not as bad as it seems. I think we can sell the snow globe. I don't think we're really getting much out of that. Let's go Curio. Let's see what he's got. So when you sell this, gain 20 max health. Not bad. When you sell this, gain an experience. Also cool. I'm just gonna buy those two right out of the gate. Your shield items gain 2 shield for the fight. Deal damage equal to the highest shield value of items you have. That could be bonkers good. When you sell this, gain 20 max health. Yeah, this is the tooltip-less item. It has something to do with haste. I don't remember. It's not going to fit in our build. When you sell this, give your items an extra crit chance. Yes. When you sell this, give your leftmost weapon 5 damage. Sure. We have so much money. Okay. None of those are helpful for us. That's just fine. So we'll sell all these guys, which is going to buff up our dog a bunch. And because we have our loop, we recoup most of our costs there. Oh my gosh. I've never used the loop before. Now I understand why it's so incredibly strong. Whoa, that's really cool. Small items? Let's go for small items. Fighting a player with my build, but much better. Rip water wheel shoot. Oh, we can upgrade Ointment. So now we heal equal to double our gold? Nice. Okay. Yeah, we'll go ahead and move on. Let's go for the Oasis Garden, silver tier, once again. Is that going to be your last health, Quantic? Are you out after that? So this guy's going to be trying to heal and poison and have this big club to deal damage to us. I think we're going to be okay. I think we're going to be all right. He's not really doing a whole lot of damage. We have a ton of healing. Dog is doing an okay amount of damage. I wouldn't mind Dog popping off a little bit more. Not gonna lie. But we're doing okay. Went to download the game, and I know it's so frustrating when it is another launcher. You can't find it on Steam. You have to go to playthebazaar.com. I believe the reasoning for the developers was if we do it through Steam, then we have to give 30% of our revenue to them, including with like microtransactions and stuff. And it gets very expensive for them. So I understand why they're not doing it. But boy, is it super frustrating for everyone else. I would not be surprised if in a long time, they do eventually make that jump. But right now, it is what it is.
Deals, not war.
The first time you would die each fight, heal for 25% of your max health, your heal items have +1 multicast. I think that's worth 300 health. Yeah. Yeah, we're going for the luxury tent for sure. Oh, okay. It's not going to heal me for 555. That's what I'm going to reset my health to when I die. Yeah, okay. Okay, let's move on. A tool, a weapon, or 2 XP. Ugh, none of those are great for us. We don't even have any tools. So there's nothing we could upgrade, and I don't think a tool is going to swap anything. I mean, I guess a tool could swap out the light bulb. Maybe. Let's go for it. Bronze hatchet. Okay. Well, at the very least, we get a spare change from that. Medium and large items? Or 3 spare change? I think we go for medium and large. I really want to try and level up the money tree again. Oh, brutal. Nothing. Nothing. That's the worst outcome.
You these tusks, right? My people believe in peace.
All right. Pig versus pig. He's also going for a big Tree of Life build. Oh, look at his pack animal. When you buy another item, this gains 50 damage. Oh, he's scaled so much better. Quantic, you doomed us. You jinxed us. Speaking of things that just have way better builds than us, along the same ideas. Oh, shoot. But actually, we might cancel each other out here. I think we're both out healing each other's damage. And I have crit scaling. I might actually come out on this. Crit, so we're getting some haste. I think we win this. We got the big crit on the dog. What a silly game. It was the same day I fought my doppelganger, day 8. Hilarious. Oh, we both barely canceled each other out. We win! Attrition damage. Yay! 1 win away from a bronze. We're 1 away from actually accomplishing something with this run. Oh, boy. Sell our spare change. Get our scaling up. Gosh. Let's go for sell small items. We might be able to find some upgrades. We might be able to just find stuff that's worth just buying and chucking to feed to the dog. The grind. Yeah, for real. This is a real grindy run. Use a non-weapon item burn too. Yeah, no. We'll buy the 4 because it'll be... we only lose 1 money because of our loop when we sell that, and we do scale the dog up a little bit. Shield skills we don't care about. Get a tool, don't really care about. I guess we'll go for large items, see if we can find an upgrade for either of these. Oh, there's the Beast of Burden! So the problem is, the Beast of Burden is really cool, but kind of only if you get it really early on, it feels like. It feels like buying it right now would be rough to try and get that to scale up to the level that it would need to be. Oh, man. Yeah, brutal. Oh, that was a bad shop. We are not finding what we need in shops. This is a diamond level bad guy. I think we just stick. Let's go for Oasis Guardian, actually, because you might have properties. And it's only a difference of 1 gold. We have 140 gold. I don't really care about that. Alright, you don't really have anything that I want. That's okay, though. It'll be an easy win. We've already beat this guy in the previous day, and we're stronger this time, and he's a tier down in difficulty. So, I'm not too worried about it. You know, it might be worth moving the light bulb over so that it's giving the ointment crit chance. So we just get more crit opportunities to hopefully haste the dog. The dog won't get the crits, we won't get those really big hits, but we may get a lot more hits out of the dog. It's worth thinking about.
Do you have any huge items?
Nope, none of those. Buy the 4 cost and sell it.
Something huge.
Gain 10% max health. Be good. We don't really care about the value of anything. Let's just gain 10% max health. Sells property items. Okay, dude, come on. Give me upgrades. Give me upgrades. Give me a break. All right, we can buy this. It'll give us an income. That's good. Ugh, gall. What a shame. Oh, what a waste of a day. We did not scale up like we needed to. I can almost guarantee we're going to lose here. That was brutal.
I may be young for a captain, but I've seen my share of storms.
All right, what have you got? So you're trying to scale off of your submarine, I guess. So you're doing a defensive build with Vanessa. That's interesting. I don't think I've seen a defensive build with her. We might pull this one out. Oh, we got a crit with the dog. That was huge. We're definitely out healing her damage. So the question is, oh, we got another crit. The question is, can we survive in the exhaustion rounds longer than she can? I'm gonna guess yes. We have a lot more healing. We have a full a revive waiting for us. I think we're gonna come out the other end of this just fine. It's the first time I get to say good morning to Joe. Yeah, Alamad, good morning. Yeah, see, we're already healed back up. There we go. Big crit from the dog, which is an 86% crit chance. We're fine. We're fine.
Next time, boys.
It was a little more close than I was hoping, but we're also fine. We got him. We got a bronze victory. We did it. All right. Day 10. Sells non-weapon items. We have a bunch of non-weapon stuff I really want upgraded. Give me upgrades. Oh, keychain use a property? Oh, gall. Every 8 seconds. Is that worth it? That would get us 2 triggers of this per 13 seconds. As it is, we're getting almost the same thing in 10. I don't think it's worth it. We could have swapped out the light bulb, but I think the light bulb was actually doing a good amount of work for us. Let's get heal and regen items.
See ya.
Oh, there we go. Diamond level ointment. There we go. 441. Heal equal to triple your gold. Property Baron has properties. Let's go for it. Got cooked by a dually with an 800 damage core on day 10. No bronze victory. Sad. Oh, my condolences, Quantic. I have never beaten the Property Baron, I don't think. Like, look at that freaking skyscraper, dude. It's outrageous, and it attacks so fast. It's on a 6-second cooldown. Doing 2,000. I mean, it's just outrageous. Yeah, dude. I've never, ever beaten the Property Baron. That was brutal. You just nerfed the crap out of that thing, too? Really? Wow. That's pretty brutal. We don't have any skills. It might be worth going for skills at this point. Like, we're doing pretty much nothing in the skill game. This is probably an easy vector for us to level up a bunch. When you crit with an item, it gains plus 10% crit chance for the fight. That sounds good. We're kind of starting a bit of a crit build here. Oh, we have our spare change we can sell. Let's definitely sell that. Medium items, that's only the dog. I think we go for the spare change. Is your game done? No, it's not done. We've got a good amount of stuff left to do tomorrow, Alamad, but I've been working on it for a lot today, and we had a bunch of raids come in, so we thought we'd close out a little smoothly with the Bazaar, doing a run of that and calling it a day. What? Deal 600 damage. If your enemy has at least 4 items, destroy a small or medium item for the fight? What? That's outrageous. That's so crazy. So here's the hope. Jeez. The hope is that we out-heal in the exhaustion. I could see it working, but it is going to be a bit rough. Like, we have a real chance at this. Yes, good. We still have our revive? I think we got it. Oh, that was really close. 41 health. 41 health left out of 3,877. We can upgrade the leftmost item. I wish I knew what this is. Because if it's going to give us another multicast, that's 100% the play. I think we go with the tree, though, to try and get that scale. We've been dying for tree upgrades the whole time. Enchant an item with crit effects. Yeah. I don't know what you mean by crit effects, but let's throw the dog in. What do you mean crit effects? Oh, it gets 50% crit chance. Okay. Well, you're going to be doing a lot of crits. In fact, because of that, and because we have this skill that gives plus 10% crit chance for the fight, we can just slide this over, because he's going to be feeding himself his own crit chance. And so we can start getting these guys up. Sell slow items. We don't really want slow items. Let's go for more skills.
You have great potential. Let me train.
All right, when you level up, upgrade a property. That could be huge. Leftmost tool has multicast. We don't have a tool. First 10 times you use your rightmost item. Freeze an item for a second. That could be good. We could try and get the ointment over there. So we, do this. I don't think it's going to be worth it, though. I think we got to go renovation and rush getting our properties upgraded. Let's go ahead and sell, because it just so dramatically affects our scaling. Let's go Trash Titan. We've beaten him before. I think you do, poison, and a heal build is really good against those damage over time things, so. Nice. Crit right out of the gate with the dog. Gains 10% crit chance. It's at 62. Feeling pretty comfy. There we go. Got him. Yeah, that wasn't even close. No problem.
Not all Jabalians are.
We got the, only bronze thing on his board. Hemlock. All right, whatever. Can sell it. Feed it to the dog. The dog is fine with Hemlock. Stop worrying. We're going to buy experience. We're trying to level up as fast as we can. Small and large items. Yeah, let's do that.
All things in moderation. Nice.
Nothing's really helping us here. We could get the rewards card and just sell it. Only go down 1 gold, scale up our dog a little. Another loop! Yes! 100%. Easy peasy. So now, small items have +2 sell value. Upgrade your leftmost weapon. Spend all of your gold. Gain 25 health for each. If we didn't have ointment, I would certainly go with that. That's doubling our health. That's outrageous. As it is, I think we're going to upgrade the dog. We have a diamond dog. He's the goodest boy. And I've never seen that skin before. That's fun.
Sure. Have you noticed I'm huge?
Go ahead. Underestimate me.
All right, is this going to be win 6? You got a lot of diamond stuff. You got that Crusher Claw with multi-strike. 3 multicast? Oh, okay. We'll see how this goes. Yoga Pirate. Yeah, for real. Oh, we're not getting crits. We're not getting crits. There's the dog crit. That's good. You have some scaling, but not a bunch. Oh, gall. This is... I don't see this really going our way. Oh, no. Especially since our tree is not critting on those heals. We just used our tent. I don't know. No. Brutal, dude. He had 4,000. That shipwreck aquatic items have +2 multicast? That was outrageous. Let's enchant something. Poison. Great. All right. Whatever. Be a poisoning money tree. Had that a diamond didn't help me much. Really? The shipwreck? That was completely making their build work. Oh, man. All right. Sell our gold. Go for more spare change? I mean, I don't know. Feels like we're just not... Like, our build is not going to survive. All my stuff had 3 times multicast at least? Wow. Start of each day, get 3 chocolate bars or spare changes. I mean, that would be nice. I don't think we're going to survive another day, though. Well, we could go weights. We'd have to get rid of both of these in order to do it. I don't think that's gonna... I mean, 15 damage scaling is really not that much.
I
at this stage of the game. Monster junk items, I guess. This is not looking good. Sure, we'll buy that. These are just going to be things we buy and then sell. Get the heal buff on our ointment. We're actually selling these for more than we bought them for. We have an insane amount of cash? Yeah. So our ointment heals us triple our gold amount. Buy the chocolate bar, eagle talisman. All of these single items are just instant buys. Because we sell them for more than we bought them. When you sell this, your shield items gain. Your leftmost item gains +4 damage. I mean, sure, I guess.
Clean up the bazaar.
It's not gonna be like a lot, but it's something. Let's go for the hulking experiment. I don't know what that dude has. I don't want to fight the trash titan again because he doesn't give us anything that's valuable to us. Lots of potions on this dude. Okay. Big crit from the dog. Reload your potions. Oh, that's fun. That's a very fun build. Okay. Cool. He's not going to give us anything we really care about. That's fine.
Not against me.
Let's see. Get a property? Yeah, igloo. Not really going to help us. See all the Bazaar has to offer. BazaarCon. Yeah. Get a diamond tier item from the Bazaar. Gain 2 experience. We're going to level up anyways, which will level up our luxury tents. So that's kind of fine. Get 3 small items. Get 3 small items. Oh, spare change. Okay, so we'll go ahead and level, get rid of these things. And then get 2 spare change and upgrade all the spare change. So we had a diamond level spare change. Wait, where's my spare change? You're supposed to give me spare change, jerks. All right.
I should warn you.
So now our 10 is going to heal us for 50% of our health. Scammed, yeah, for real. I don't know if that was a bug or not, or if I just missed some interaction. You don't have a lot going for it. You're going to be doing a lot of burn and poison, which we're going to work really well with, actually. You do have this really leveled up Longxian, which is just a big damage stick. Every time that they win a fight with it, it gets a giant buff. So that's going to be what wins the game for them, if anything. We got some big heal crits coming in. No, the 10 already triggered? Oh, God, that sucked. Probably got bugged because you had diamond spare change already. Maybe. Maybe. Well, that was not the best, but we at least got a bronze victory, so I can show off how tremendously bad this chest opening experience is. Oh my goodness. All right. Continue. Let's go to the collection once again. Don't click on the treasure chest up here. Got a bronze at least, brother. Yeah, there you go. It's all about the relative wins, right? So we're going to go to collection. We're going to go to treasure chest icon. But wait, not that treasure chest icon. This treasure chest icon. And then we're going to try and click on this. It doesn't do it. But this moved up. Do we like drag this up or down? What do we do? No, you have to click and drag the chest. Bad. It's just bad. It's just bad. I'm sorry. There's no other way to put it. It's very flashy and very cool, but the UX is not good. Now, what is this? We've got 50 crystals and what? What is this? No tooltip? Crane. I got crane. Also, I don't know what this does. It doesn't do anything. Maybe it's to open another chest? I don't know. It's a different interaction pattern, though. It has yet to do anything. So if we go in here, we grab our duder. What is crane? What does the crane do?
Lots of money.
Like, was that an item I unlocked? What is crane?
Bright and brimming with gold.
Yeah, crane plus 50 gems. What? Bronze card skin. So is there an item called crane already in the game and it doesn't look like that? It's a skin for the crane? Okay, do I get to choose to apply it or does it have like a chance of applying? Once again, this whole collection system UX is so bizarre. Like, what is this 12,220 out of 0? Like, I kind of thought it was a hex code at first. I don't know. And why do we need a certificate of provenance? Like, are these going to be NFTs? Like, what's going on? No clue on that. I know that the hero skins you choose when you use them. Yeah, like if we go over to... that's your official certificate number, I think you can trade those to other players. How? Like, these are card backs. I don't see anything for individual cards.
You feel that
Is it the bazaar? Is that the idea? Is that you can start
Let's sail.
trading them with each other? If they're planning on having a big aftermarket side to their economy, I can understand why they didn't want to do Steam. They want to keep those profits for themselves. Wow. All right. Well, there you are. That's going to be it for me today. Thank you so much for hanging out. This is what we got to do tomorrow. We got a lot to do tomorrow and before submitting, but, you know, I think we could do it. I think we could do it. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for the raids, everyone. Deeply appreciate all that and all that support. It really means a lot to me. We're going to go hang out. Oh, you're so very welcome, Quantic, and thank everyone for hanging out like you have. What a great time this has been. Where should we raid into? We've raided a lot of people recently. 8gon! We haven't raided 8gon in ages. Because he like hasn't been streaming. Or streams late at night and I'm never around at that time. So we're going to raid into 8gon. He's playing Decipher the Deck. I don't know what this is. It looks like a really weird roguelike puzzle game. So we'll go hang out with him, say hi. Thank you for hanging out. We'll catch you tomorrow. Like I said, I don't know when we're going to be going live. My apologies. We'll be on when we run. If we catch you, that's great. If not, I hope you have a great weekend, and I hope your Game Jam submissions